I thought I was going to be late, but I technically wasn't. I mean, well, I was considering... I thought I was going to be late because I needed to finish eating some foods, and I put some laundry in the washing machine. Very exciting things. And then I wasn't late anyways, because somehow, yeah, I don't know. Anyways, maybe I should have been late, because I actually want to do... You know what? Here, where's my phone? I'm going to go... While we let some people join in, before we start abyssing, by the way, I think it's funny that so the change happened wherein you don't have to clear floor 9 and 10 if you cleared it the previous cycle, like starting in 5.0. So if you cleared the 5.0 floors 9 and 10, now you won't have to clear floors 9 and 10 again. Which is a good change, but I think it's funny that it shows the rewards here, so you can just like go collect the rewards immediately and not care. You don't even have to start it. Anyways, you can't stay for as long. That's fine, Sander. You can always catch the VOD. So, anyways, this is on my phone. I don't have it open. I mean, I could open it on my PC, but you know what? I think it would be funny. I am doing a 4-star summoning on Zenless. I don't think it's that important. I have decided I'm not going to go to Pity for Bernice in Zenless, the new 5-star. But I want one copy of Lucy. And, you know, that means I'm pulling for a 4-star. So here's some pulling for 4-star content for you that you don't get to see. You just get to see my narration of reaction to it. Now, 4 stars in Zenless, there's 2 4-stars on the banner instead of 3. So it's should be vastly less painful than, you know, Genshin is. And I just got 3 4-stars in the first 10 pull. I had no pity, by the way. Surely one of these 3 4-stars is Lucy. I just need one Lucy copy, and then we can be gone. Please spare me. That's a Seth. He's not even on the banner. Hello, Seth. That's a great start. Random Seth. That's a Nicole. That's the other 4-star on the banner. Uh-oh. 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 That's another Nicole. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So you know how I was saying it wasn't that hard. Well, first 3 4-stars didn't get me the single copy. Yeah, I could indeed have showed it on the webcam if I had it. Well, no early 5-star, which is probably a good thing. I wouldn't hate... Oh my god, I got another Nicole. There's 2 4-stars in this next pull. Another freaking Nicole, though. That's 3 Nicoles. I already had E6 Nicole, too, so... Or M6, sorry. Ah. But there's one more 4-star this pull. Surely, let me be free. Let me be free. I don't want to go to Pity for a 4-star. Please. Yes, your bet. Yeah, there's Lucy. Let's go. I'm free. Okay, sweet. 4 stars. Okay, it was almost stressful there. Alright, sick. Anyway, sorry for the Zenless Gamba content. Yes, you were meant to be seeing Genshin because it was like, okay, I didn't feel like launching the game on my PC, but I figured I would give you some Gamba content at the start. I don't know. Weird Gamba content. If you're a VOD watcher, let me know if you don't want me to do that again in the future. I thought it'd be funny, though. Anyways. Oh, I have to claim my rewards first? I don't wanna. I only want to claim my rewards after I get them all. I literally can't exit the screen. You have to claim your rewards. Well, that's rude. I want my Prima Gems all in one go. Anyways, whatever. I do need this more. I really need that more. So, oh, you can, okay, no, you can save the Prima Gems. Good. You just can't save the non-Prima Gem cleared rewards, I guess. Anyways. Yep. So, here, I gotta clear my throat. I got phlegm. Okay, apparently I don't know, I wasn't feeling like I had crap in my throat beforehand, but now I do. Oh yeah, the blessing. Ooh. What in the world? What's in my throat? Oh well, I might have to, like, clear my throat a lot this stream. Bear with me if I have to, like, move my microphone away and go silent-ish. So, yeah, defense percent buffing. I mean, I guess we'll do something with the well. Why not? Gee, I wonder why it's defense percent buff, but that is a lot worse of an abyss buff compared to last time. Well, the last one was always get 40% skill damage bonus and normal attack damage bonus, and then for Nightland characters, it was 80% skill damage bonus and normal attack bonus, which was ridiculous. That was a ridiculous buff. So, you know, this Abyss Blessing buffs DP Shalonen. Otherwise, it buffs Shalonen's healing. Woo. I mean, not useless, to be clear, but woo. It will buff Chiori, obviously. And will buff C6 Noelle. It will buff Ito. Buff Albedo. Technically buffs Yunjin's buff a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know. I think we'll use Noelle. Why not? We'll probably use Noelle. I think it'll be fun. At least for one of the sides. But yeah, Geo incentivized Abyss. Crazy. I wonder why they did that. I wish they would have more endgame combat so it wasn't just, haha, here's an Abyss that benefits the current characters on banner. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, what does floor 11 look like? I did look at floor 12, by the way, this time. The reason being is because I heard about how, and I probably will, like, normally I don't look up what the enemy situation is like. The reason being, wait, isn't that's different than I thought it was going to be. I thought the green dude was going to be here, not the scorpion. Okay. That might have been a change. I don't know. A change that I didn't notice, or just misremembering. But anyways, the Consecrated Beasts are back, and that's cool. I actually really like the Consecrated Beasts. I think this is 2 separate waves, not one wave together, if I recall, but I can't remember for sure. I'd be down with them being one wave together. I think they're more fun when they're together, but that's probably a little bit of a hot take. But I also enjoy actually having to pay attention to enemies in Genshin, and I think it's a good thing if they do more aggressive enemies in Genshin. So anyways, the Legatus Golem is interesting. Yeah. This does look a little bit different, I swear, than what I thought. Maybe I got something screwed up, the other things, but I think this Abyss is not that hard, is my guess. But I might eat my words. I really might eat my words. Is this the boss version? Is this actually the boss version this time? Because, like, my brain cannot, like, these look like the same icon, right? I think this is the enemy version, the trash mob version, and this is the boss version. Yeah, I could have sworn, like, that this Abyss, maybe I looked at the 5.2 Abyss by accident or something. But it was like 3 weeks ago. I could have sworn the Ruin Blight Drake was in the Abyss, but it either changed or it just didn't. Yeah, it's fine. The important thing is that the base HP scaling of Abyss is now increased. That doesn't necessarily mean Abysses are harder, but it probably indicates the Abysses are going to get harder. Like, by harder, I mean, like, there's more of a baseline requirement for clearing, like, as far as DPS goes than there was before. I think that would be fine if they had other endgame content in the game. The fact that they're just making Abyss harder, like the harder they make Abyss, the more out of reach it becomes to, like, clear for newer players, right? Like, it's much harder to, like, start a new account today and, like, clear 36 stars now than it was when I started playing. It is probably the simplification of it. It depends on, like, what exact decisions you make. If you make decisions specifically targeted towards clearing as fast as possible, you could clear with 36 stars faster than how long it took me when I first started playing, to be clear, right? But anyways, Freeze is back on the menu. How so? How is Freeze back on the menu? I mean, Freeze is back on the menu at least for 2 chambers, I guess. That's something. By the way, just a Ruin Grader and Metatrils in the 2nd chamber? What? This is either, like, a lot of them, or what is happening with this? Anyway, we'll find out. That's weird. But we gotta do floor 11. What does floor 11 have for us? Babies. Alright, we gotta murder some babies. That's fine, I guess. That's how that's the current state of Genshin. Just throw the babies in the Abyss, so we have to murder them. Alright. We'll take it. Okay. And, yeah, we'll do Noelle, because Noelle fun, and Chiori, because we finished leveling Chiori yesterday. And who cares about Shalonen? Not me. No, we might do something with Shalonen, but there's plenty of different themes I will be testing in this Abyss in the future, just not necessarily today. I do plan to do Polearms-only, of course. So, you know, we'll see what happens there, and I'll try to clear it without Arlecchino and with Arlecchino. That's the easiest route of proving the Arlecchino is not needed. I could power down Arlecchino, but I think it's fine to just go through it with Arlecchino, not power down, and then go through it without Arlecchino at all. Is my current approach to Abyss cycles in Polearm-only to have somewhat of a challenge. What am I doing? Does it really matter what I do? It is a depends monolith. Okay. I think this dude has like a permanent pyro aura, by the way, so you could, I think it does at least. So I think you could bring like a Hydra unit to try to, like a Farina or a Yelan or whatever Hydra unit can do some damage and get through quicker. Although then there's Hydra immune enemies in the third chamber, so don't go too Hydra heavy. Yeah, we'll do Noel on the second side, methinks. There we go. Have fun with some Geo units at least. And then, I don't know, what do we want to do? Sethos. Let's do Cat. And we'll do Shillonen. We'll do some Shillonen things, right? Why not? How could I not? Anyways. I still don't know what like the idea what this stuff is, but yeah. Timothy Gilson's a member for 1 month. It's a free Abyss for Burgeon Trust. I mean, yes, every Burgeon can be every Burgeon can be burgeoned. Every Abyss can be burgeoned if you believe in yourself. Really? Rude. Oh my god, what I just slingshotted. The classic. This is yep. Okay. Yeah, just whatever, let them come. I guess they're not babies, so they deserve to die. That's what this means. Oh, these ones are just gonna shoot from range? I didn't realize they did that. Okay, well, they got me. Good job, not pretty. Okay. I mean, there's only 4 enemies, so I can't say this is particularly hard. Like, sometimes defensive monoliths can be a challenge. I can't say that one is. 4-star only clear? I'm probably not gonna try that, but maybe? I don't know. Okay, yeah, this dude, I was correct. This dude does have Hydra Aura. Wow. Big cryo damage. Did I say cryo? I meant to say geo. Anyways. What is Burgeon gonna do against geo shields? I mean, you just break the geo shields. And then you do Burgeon.
Now he's testing my patience. Excuse me? We'll meet again.
Wow.
Regret.
Way ahead.
Finally, I dare you.
Bring it.
We'll attack in. I like how I chose to do that after I didn't have Visual up, by the way. Therefore reducing the value of doing Sethos burst mode. Yeah. Oh well. Anyways, yeah, I think this floor 11 is quite easy this time around. That's for sure. The Abyss base HP changing again, like, isn't necessarily. Man, Giori's doing a lot of damage. Isn't necessarily that problematic. In the current Abyss, right? Because it very well might be. Okay, I won't go with my HP situation here a little bit, but oh well, whatever. I'm probably gonna choose the here we'll go in healing mode. Yeah, that's not necessarily a problem per se. That the base HP is increased when they could just configure the different enemy lineups so that you have the same overall like HP pool to get through in an Abyss cycle. But there's much more nuance. Like there's much more nuance to the difficulty of an Abyss chamber than just the HP totals in general. But also they don't have to necessarily increase the total HP total, the HP total of the whole pool of enemies in a specific floor when they're increasing the base HP scaling. They might have been doing that just so that they can have more flexibility with putting you know, enemies they normally wouldn't put in Abyss because they just weren't tanky enough at a baseline kind of thing or whatever. So yeah, we'll see. My point with the HP scaling increase is that, like, it remains to be seen what the true effect will be. We won't know this Abyss, quite frankly. We will only know. Right, of course. Really? There we go. We will only know in the future. And, that's fine. That's fine. At least.
Winter.
Also run Overload? Yes. You can, as far as the Geo Shields, if you're struggling to get through Geo Shields, and you have Chevreuse from, like, the previous banner, the Geo Shields... Oh, does already count as 12 stars cleared? That's funny. Did it count as 12 stars cleared just because it, like, automatically gave me the rewards before? Oh, I have no idea what I want to choose for that, but you know, whatever. I do need that more. Oh look, Hydronis. Alright, Geo it up. Easy. Not that I expected that to be hard. It's more loading. Yeah, so as far as like this goes, is it just Geo on the second side? Yeah, it's Geo on the second side. So you can to get through Geo shields, you can bring Geo units, of course. But you can also just do things that do high amounts of poise damage, which means like Claymore units in general can help you. But also yeah, Overload does a meaningful amount of damage to the Geo shields. So, you know, you have some different options. We're gonna do Noelle because I think it's fun. And it gives me an opportunity to mess with my, you know, Chiori Kachina combo a little bit. We will, I will definitely have a Chiori video out soon, probably this weekend. Testing more teams probably, like I tested the previous stream, but with the new cycle. Do I try to use Sethos? I'm gonna use Sethos. We're gonna try Sethos. We're gonna try to use Sethos. How could I not? How could I not? I don't think there's anything in particular that would be... Well, oh, this says Electro resistant. Ooh. I think he's Electro resistant. That, yeah. That's a slight issue. We have, like, no non-Electro damage in that team. Well, I could still use Sethos, but it would be, like, a Sethos Quick Bloom team or something. Which is a bit more... I could still use Sethos, but it's not the Sethos team I wanted to play, right? So, you know, how about we don't have Farina? Well, yeah. You know what? How about wait. My Dia is kind of my carry Dia is kind of tied to. Oh, well, you know what? Wait. I do wanna check how Kanich feels, because Kanich is going to feel a little bit less strong than he did the previous Abyss cycle. So we're gonna check how Kanich feels. I don't think I'll have any problem clearing. My Dia is not on tenacity in this, and she should be, but it'll be fine. I'm sure this will be good enough to clear. But I do want to see how we do. Okay, dokie. Do that. And that was crap, by the way. It was. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot to do it. Ow.
This'll brighten up the place. Buckle up. Teamwork is dreamwork.
Looks like Kanichi is probably pretty good at that thing because it's a butthole. Jesus. And yeah, okay, I need my energy, please. All right, here we go. Do this.
I got him cornered.
I feel like Kanichi does not have the right artifacts. Yeah, 100k damage seems like incorrect, right? Or is I don't know. Is my expectations that out of whack? Like, this is very similar damage to R5 of the craftable, right? Dendro, crit damage. Oh, that's the wrong circlet. So that's one thing. Oh yeah, okay, I was correct. Oops. Why did that happen? I think that happened because I don't know how that happened. It just accidentally got swapped. Oopsies. Okay. Fixed. Yay. Alright. Sick. Let's try that again. No, I thought he was seeming a little bit weak until I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was just like the blessing, right? But then 100k was like, that's too low. That's a little bit too low for my build. Anyways, let's try to like order the team properly actually. There we go. And then Farina, Kajina, or Chiori Kajina. Yeah, there we go. Navia's so OP for that robot with a shield thing. Yep. It's almost like it's a geo incentivized with this. Crazy. Can you not run over here? Oh, whatever. It's fine. Oh, that was dumb. That was offensive. Whoop. Camera. I feel like I can one-rotate this dude if I did that properly. There we go. We kind of one-rotated. Oh. Oh my god, Kanichi gameplay is so disoriented. Why am I doing less damage? I did switch the artifacts, didn't I? What's happening? Wait. Wait. Am I having a stroke, or am I doing less damage in Kanichi than I was with the def percent? They got high res. I know, but I was getting like 100. I got 100k against the dude before. What is it? Okay, it was when he's charging. Oh, I see. Okay.
Let's get it on. This will brighten up the place.
Kanichi's Caesar.
Claim these souls.
A little ambiance. Buckle up. Let's light it up.
God dang it.
Target acquired. Shadow cast.
Well, that didn't really make sense to do, did it? That's fine. Ow.
Let's get it on. This will brighten up the place.
This is not a easy chamber.
Time for you to pay the price.
I feel like, man, Kanichi's just like much more of a normal performing unit. Like this is why I tried to stress out the Abyss Blessing last time. It really increased his damage. To be aware of those things, yeah, with the resistances and whatever. But yeah, anyways, it was definitely disorienting to play Kanichi. I would say. Against the beasties specifically, which is not too surprising, I suppose.
I am cutting edge of fashion. Japan.
I need energy, apparently. For some reason, I didn't have this problem yesterday. That's interesting. I should probably Farina again. That is one problem with Noelle, is that it can be unintuitive and when to like you can just get stuck in like unga bunga mode, right? I know I have whatever going, but I'm just kind of letting Shuri change. There we go. Okay, okay. Do that. This is not an easy cycle for this chamber, that's for sure.
As a good nation, leave it all to me.
Okay. Cleared, obviously, without much struggle, but that wasn't super fast. Not that I was using the strongest teams I possibly could, for sure. But yeah, that first chamber is, I assume, the hardest. What, 4 opponents and the first 2 are just hilly drills? Okay. I mean, I don't feel like if I use Emily there, Emily's burst is just gonna murder them. There we go, 160k. That's 130. Okay, yeah, that's more what I would expect. Probably should have done that earlier, but whatever. Oh god, the camera. Okay, this chamber is like almost comically easy, I feel like, compared to the other one. Like 2 waves of like the 2 big boys can be problematic from their ability to interrupt you, maybe, but other than that, like, I don't know. I think it's slightly faster to do lunges, probably, anyways. Right, the buff. Oh gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, definitely taking damage, which means I lost Shiori. Lost Shiori Harbinger of Dawn uptime, but oh well. This thing feels more tanky, but I'm also not used to fighting it with a Noelle team. Particularly this Noelle team. Also, part of the reason I just realized I maybe shouldn't have been plunging was for the HP. Which is why I just wasted some time there on purpose. Get my character's HP back. Dang it. I'm not going to... there we go. So, yeah, I think I could have done that a little bit better, because I forgot that you need to do normal attacks, right? To, or charge attacks, I believe, also restore HP. To restore HP with Noelle's shield up. So doing plunges was maybe better for damage, but doesn't heal. Yeah. Okay, I think what I had 2 sprinting buffs and then freaking crit buff on the second floor, so meh. But hey, they don't do nothing. Oh wait, you know what? We're gonna choose the HP card to make sure I have like Harbinger of Dawn up on Juri. All right, so these. Do this. You know, Kenichi's getting better AoE than in this situation, obviously. Kenichi's getting better AoE. By the way, I know that there's tech to like get extra shots out on Kenichi. I'm not trying that. He's hitting more enemies. Like those enemies were far enough away, but I'm pretty sure those enemies were both getting hit by his big shot, based on where it landed at least, which is a good thing. It's definitely a strength of his if he can hit enemies in AoE relatively reliably without like needing grouping. Obviously, it's still going to be dependent on the enemies. You know, you have one enemy all the way over there, one enemy all the way over here, and you don't have a grouper in the team. But you know. Yes, Farina is C2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can definitely feel that some of these enemies are more tanky. They need to do that, but... Oh gosh. No, I was dodging like that there. It was kind of dumb. Oh, I forgot to cancel that. Good job. There we go. Plenty of time, obviously. Yeah, for the second and third chamber, not very hard. I do think I am noticing the HP scaling increase. Particularly, like, that dude felt way more tanky than I think he normally used to. Wait, no, has he even been in the Abyss before, or am I mixing him up with something else? I don't know. But either ways, yes, they did, Muhammad. They changed the base scaling of Abyss HP. So the same enemies that were in Abyss before now might feel more tanky. Yeah. So, you know what? You know, look at my list of characters I'm going to be leveling. I think the one I need talent materials for the most might actually be Rosaria or Lisa. One of their talent materials. So, yeah, I don't know. This Abyss, I think, we'll probably come back to this. We're going to go on to Polearm-only, I think. Spend some time over there. Then we're going to come back to this Abyss and play around with some more different things. I don't think this Abyss is crazily hard, but it's definitely, I think, harder than the previous one. But yeah, if you have Chevrus, like, Chevrus teams will probably help you a lot if you're struggling on the second side because of, like, the Geo shields. Yeah, this first chamber, because of Consecrated Beasts, they're just going to take a little while, right? And then 3 waves of enemies in the second half. Like, that is by far the hardest chamber, which they've been doing a lot lately. They've been making the first chamber the hardest. So yeah, and then this thing though, I swear it definitely felt a lot more tanky, right? So, but again, in conjunction with the fact that, like, the second chamber first half is 2 meta trills, and, like, part of them, like, increasing the base HP scaling might be like, okay, they're more comfortable putting enemies like this, which would have died, like, instantaneously before with the previous scaling, but now at least live a little bit longer with the new HP scaling. So, like, it's not like entirely a negative change, right? For them to increase the base HP scaling of Abyss, but I do suspect it is going to mean that, like, if we look at graphs of, like, the total HP threshold of enemies, which, like, is kind of like that, the HP threshold of enemies per chamber is like what the baseline DPS check requirement is then for clearing Abyss, is almost assuredly going to increase, meaningfully, in conjunction part with the HP scaling increase is my suspicion. But I don't know. This Abyss, I think, is a fun one, actually. I like this Abyss more. It's not as much as, like, you know, it doesn't have, like, the first chamber. Ideally want Pyro and Hydro in the first chamber to deal with, like, the 2 shielder dudes, which were interesting enemies, to be clear. I didn't hate it. But, like, that was, like, the main challenge in that, right? Whereas this one, I think, is a little bit more fun because the Consecrated Beasts are just more interesting to fight, in my opinion. I don't really like this thing. I think this is one of the least fun enemies they have made in, like, the last little while. The plunge boss thing, and I really wish they would stop throwing an Abyss. It's actually kind of garbage, in my opinion. And now it being more tanky makes it even more kind of garbage. But oh well. At least there's different ways to deal with it. Like since you can just plow through it with like a claymore unit plunging, it's not like the hardest thing in the world to get through its shield, right? And other than that, it's just it sits there and then don't take too much damage from its crap on the ground or whatever. But I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's very well designed. I think it's very lame. But anyways, yeah, I don't dislike this build. I like it. We're gonna switch to Polearm-only though, and then we'll come back here and we'll test some more things. Kenichi still feels pretty good. That's good. But he feels much more like a normal character, whereas like I do think some people were overestimating his strength a little bit before, because of the Abyss Blessing. Same thing happened with Nubilat to an extent, wherein like we're just like, oh my god, Nubilat's so overpowered, and there was an Abyss Blessing that was literally buffing him by like a crap ton. And it was just like, okay, Nubilat or Kenichi I think is a little bit less so, because I think he was second half versus the first half of the new update, so he was at a slight disadvantage for people pulling for him. But anyways, can Arlecchino Vape do first chamber? I don't know why she wouldn't be able to. Yeah, as far as Arlecchino Vape goes with like Candace, I don't think there's like a ton of I don't know. They haven't done much AOE stuff in Abysses lately. That's been a little bit sad. There's been some like the previous one with the Pyro Gunners did like show the value of Candace Arlecchino together, the Pyro Gunner and the Cryo Gunner. But anyways, I need to look at what Lisa and Rosaria's talents are. No, not Sejin. Talents. Things a ballad, huh? Okay. I mean that's enough to take her to level like I'm probably gonna take her to 8-8. So that'd be 11-11. Okay. What about Lisa? Second half is a pain. I mean, it depends on your account. It's definitely the one that is more elemental checky, but it's not technically elements. It's more poise damage checky, which there is decent options for. But what your account looks like, obviously, is it depends. You don't need geo units to clear it, but you might need to use teams that you didn't want to use. Like you might need to use teams that you don't have leveled meaningfully right now, but you don't necessarily need to bring like a leveled Shivers in for her to help you clear that though, right? So anyways, Lisa. Oh, of course. Well, I guess that solves that problem. Of course, they use the same talent materials. All right. I guess that means I'm choosing. Where is it? There it is. Ballad. Bam. Anyways, so yeah. Wait. Let's go to Polearm-only. Right. How's my Mora looking? Either way. What I get to? 800,000. How exciting. Sick. Oh yeah, artifacts. Yeah, just open these at once. Wow. Okay. Exciting. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Beautiful. Wow. I'm so glad I got these wonderful artifacts. That blessed me. I guess this could technically be an upgrade for like DPS Shilonen if it rolls crit damage or something. I don't know. Yup. Wow, quality. And this I'm just locking on principle of it could actually become a piece I use on Shilonen. Right now I'm actually using an off piece with def percent and ER, and that was actually 4-line def percent ER, and that's kind of all I care about right now on our build, so that could actually be good for me. But yeah, anyways, it would actually maybe let me. Would it let me? Let's see. What am I looking for? Healing bonus, because my ideal build that I would like to move towards is a healing bonus circlet with a bunch of def percent substats. I do have that one. It's on Shivers right now, but I could probably put Shivers in something else. I think I do have the flexibility to switch her around a little bit. And that is the oh wow, okay. That is the only healing bonus circlet I have that has def percent. because I guess it's not a normal thing for me to keep healing bonus circlets with def percent, to be fair. So, I don't know, I can maybe switch to that, right? And then use the new piece. And that would let me maybe get... Because the goal would be to have... you need to reach like 3,200 defense for this buff to max it out. Not at a baseline. I actually have more defense than I need right now. So I want to have like a buffing maximized and healing maximized build. It's not that important to min-max this. But then I also would free up this to go back on Kokomi or something. I don't know. So point is, this could actually be good for me. But I don't really have artifacts to throw into it. Sick. It just turned into a 3-line. Hey, that's better than not. Sure, we'll take it. Not my preference. And I can't level up anymore. Is that good enough? I don't know. I really would have preferred like a def percent roll. Since like again, I do need the def percent substats to like reach that threshold. That I need to hit, but we'll see. I'll muck about with that later. Not important right now. Alright, let's go to Polearm-only. Let me blink it out real quick. And then we'll come back here later. I want to vertical invest in some early C1, C2 cons. What are the best 5-star early cons in the game? What characters do you have? That's such a whatever question. It matters on what characters you have and you want to play the most. If you're investing in early C1, C2 constellations, it depends on the characters you have. Like if you have, you know, Nuvilet, and Nuvilet is one of your main characters as far as like you're considering investing in early constellations to improve Nuvilet teams. Well, Nuvilet is one of the characters you might want to consider doing that for. But you could also consider, you know, going for Chillon and C2, which could benefit Nuvilet and benefit other units, right? That might be more efficient technically because it's a supportive constellation. It's not going to buff Nuvilet necessarily as much as Nuvilet's own constellation might. But I guess because like C1 Nuvilet will buff him meaningfully. That's a 1 5-star versus like, yeah. So, anyways, yeah. Let's just go over here. It depends on the teams you like playing. Like get constellations for the characters you know want to improve. Right. Alright, so Polearm-only, I don't think this Abyss is going to be particularly problematic, right? We're just going to wipe through things with Arlecchino. No, blip, blip, blip. On one. No, we'll keep on. We'll keep Rosaria Unballad. I actually want to test more Rosaria Unballad instead of Staff of Scarlet's Hands. I think that's fine. Yeah. Alright. But Okie dokie. Polearm-only, and for floor 12 we will, as I said, I will go through probably first with Arlecchino, and then we'll see what we need to, if we need to figure out anything special for clearing without Arlecchino. I do not suspect Arlecchino is going to be necessary here. So that's a get on. My live chat broke. Good job, YouTube. Tomo C6, Mulani C1. I mean, Mulani C1 can be good. So, maybe? I don't... Is that the one that lets her do front-loaded damage? Is that her C2? I can't remember which one is which. I didn't double check her Shenna's build, by the way, but oh well.
By ordinance divine.
Hello?
You can't run.
Oh, come on. I love that they go immune as soon as that animation starts, by the way. Oh, good job.
You can't run.
Oh my god. YouTube, can you actually function? It just literally is not refreshing the chat. I love YouTube live chat. Just breaks constantly. Oh, okay. Attack. What doesn't matter. We're on floor 12 or floor 11. C1 is for. Oh yeah. C1 is the Sorry. C1 is the additional like damage. Yeah. From her first hit. Yes, it's the biggest funny number you can get from Mulan is with her C1. So I don't know. Giving Mulan more front-loaded damage is a good thing. I do think her C1 is a bit stronger than some people give it credit for, because that ability to have that extra front-loaded damage can be a meaningful difference maker, and you're like actually clearing faster, even if like it doesn't increase overall DPS insanely, right? Because oftentimes the difference between clearing faster is, you know, whether or not you reach the specific threshold of killing a specific enemy in a given hit of damage, rather than your overall average like DPS, right?
Solidify. Order guides you.
Wing. Yes, Shivers is C6. It's a Polearm-only account. You think I wouldn't have gotten C6 Shivers on a Polearm-only account? That'd be crazy not to. Wow, so angry. Alright, hello. But in case you're wondering, you probably don't need Arlecchino C6 to clear floor 11. Just an FYI. It's not that hard to clear without Arlecchino C6 in general. Can I trigger fab on Shinhan? Apparently not. Obviously, Xiangling is doing a little bit of work here. A little bit more work here. I'm sorry, it's like an isekai truck. I guess I'll watch out for Rosaria on the road. Alright, goodbye. No, you need Nubilet C6 to clear floor 9, that's true. This is true. Alright, so yeah, we'll do a run through with Arlecchino, because, I don't know, I do like using Arlecchino. And it'll be fun. And then we'll do a run through without Arlecchino, right? Probably, we'll probably do like we have different options, but like, I can do Sino, Emily, I do want to try, and then we will do something else. I mean, probably, well, I'm trying to decide if it's worthwhile to muck about with Kachina, Zhongli or something for the shields. I don't know, we could do like Kachina, Zhongli, Xiangling, Hu Tao or something on the second side. Might unironically work pretty well. And then we can Sino, Toma, Emily, Raiden, something like that. We might try that. But first, let's just wreck through things with Arlecchino, because we can. You can't stop me. That doesn't have an Electro character. There we go. Okay, it's fine. I figured it out. Good lord. Something like that. And then we'll try the... Oh boy, the Rosaria team in this... Ooh. I definitely should take Staff of Scarlet Sands for this situation. And you know what? I am going to, because I like seeing more damage from Rosaria, okay? Sue me. You saw it, it worked without. But I like seeing more damage. There we go. Okay. Is there only one Electro Polearm in the game? Indeed there is. I have a feeling Eonson is probably a Polearm unit. But we do not know for sure. Oh, this thing's pyro resistant. Well, that's fine, because, Rosaria, stop moving around, sir. You just... Oh boy, we might have to circle impact optimize because the beasties do like to move. Come here.
Order guide.
Luckily, I can smartly try to use some of these things. Really? There we go.
Solidify.
Yeah, barely got any damage on him there. You stop moving out of the circle.
Unleash judgment.
No, you actual.
Stabilize.
Okay, you need to sit still for a second. Time out.
Manifest.
I didn't get my head machine. No. Oh boy, yeah, this is not the ideal team for the beasties, but it's fine.
Do your master's bidding. Obey.
Yeah, I will say the beasties do stress the circle impact issues. That's one thing there. That is the biggest downside of this team is circle impact. That's for dang sure.
You can't run. Cryo incarnate.
Yeah.
Punishment. Judgment.
This is order.
Obey. You can't run. Shoot. Get them.
Yep, I know.
Gather.
Unleash by ordinance divine. Lights out. Nice and spicy. Shoot.
Not too bad. I definitely could optimize that down to clear much faster with the bird. The bird is much more annoying than the scorpion, for that team in particular. But also, I think in general, I'd say maybe.
Illusion shattered.
Didn't do that. That's fine. And I think we'll still clear without a problem, obviously, because we are taking advantage of Arlecchino here, but we use different teams, so we'll probably end up clearing faster without Caesar's Arlecchino, almost. Well, maybe, we'll see. Just because of the fact that I might use a better team for the first chamber, right? Wow. And I don't think that would have been meaningfully of a different experience with C3 Arlecchino, which I mentioned because of the fact that I would have C3 Arlecchino if I hadn't spent a dime on Arlecchino banner. Wasting all the fat particles to get my energy back in the first place is not ideal, but oh well.
I will have order.
Yeah, play drills much more taking than they were before. I didn't connect because he jumped in the air. You bottle. I think I'm comfortable doing this because the new wave will be spawning. I should have maybe tried to push him that better, but and they're grouped together a little bit better now. Let's do this.
Cryo incarnate. Obey. You can't run. Lights out.
Here we go. That was pretty smooth. And I actually had my bursts going.
There is no escape.
All right.
Justice will prevail.
Here's backup.
Now you shall perish. Final warning.
Let's do this.
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Don't want to go shield. Yeah. Yeah. Glad Caesar's Arlecchino can at least one rotate that. Yep. Yes, Overload good at breaking shields. Geo shields.
Do your master's
I
bidding.
didn't generally look at me. It's fine. I got some fat particles for shelling.
You can't run. Punishment.
I will have order.
Yeah, these the second and third chamber are quite nice for this Rosario team. But man, that first chamber,
Cryo incarnate.
not kind.
Obey. Shiver.
Order guide
Didn't crit. Sad.
you. Stabilize.
By ordinance divine.
C2 can is worth building. Maybe Mulan.
You can't run.
Quite frankly, I don't think she's super worth building until C6. Otherwise, unfortunately. Who the F is Mavuika? You have not played any of the Natlan story, have you?
Transfix. Shine down. You asked for it. Stop right there. Drop your weapons.
Check this out. I got you covered.
There is
I
no
would like to
escape.
get energy on you. 'Cause, whatever. Also, probably brute force because we do have C6. But you know.
Justice will prevail. Stop right there. Drop your weapons.
Fire it up. Here's backup.
Lays bare.
Wow. Who knew C6 Alakino was strong? Alright, let's go through without Alakino. Crazy. Crazy. Why is he kind of a smug a-hole? Me? I'm being smug because it was a joke? I don't know. But... yeah, I don't know. If you don't know who Mavuika is, it's clear you haven't paid attention to any of the Natlan story, and that's fine. I don't care. I don't really think the story of Genshin is that great. But, not realizing who Mavuika is a little bit odd. Especially if, like, if you don't care about Genshin's story, I imagine it might mean you care more about the combat, like me, for example. And Mavuika is very relevant to be aware of because she do be the Pyro Archon, and they do tend to make the Archon kits a little bit strong, at least in the last couple of years. So, you know, there's on basically every layer, there's reason to know like who Mavuika is in this game right now. Unless you don't care about story and don't care about combat, you just care about exploration. I guess that's the main reason not to know Mavuika, right? But anyways, it's just surprising to see someone's like, who is Mavuika? It's like, it's like not like that's that surprising if this was 5.0, but 5.0 has been out for a while, right? And there's been a lot of discourse about Mavuika in general. So anyways, yeah, let's do... So, the Sino team I think will be fine against the first half. I think we can do either or, really. So if we're doing the route, I think it's interesting, like, not that, to go down the route of, like, mono power Hu Tao, right, with something like this. And, like, Kachina, Zhongli can get through the Geo Shields, whatever, Hu Tao, mono power damage, go, right? I might want to reconfigure Hu Tao for something different, but I think it's worth trying this first because I don't know. We're just gonna try with the non-ideal MH build.
Silly
I already am using a career cycle. If I'm doing a non-ideal MH build, we could put a higher amount of crit rate than we have. More crit rate, less crit damage. Or I can switch to Shimenawas, to be clear. That is probably the smart thing, but screw it. We'll just RNG it up. Technically, Chevreuse, for a lot of her damage output time, will have 70% crit rate. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, probably. But there's room to optimize there if I feel I need to. So mono pyro issue Tau, right? And then, so I think clearing without Chevreuse and clearing without, is always like a good showing on Polearm-only. And not sure if I want to do Yao Yao or Raiden here. Raiden's probably better, realistically. But I do like Yao Yao because she helps keep out Quicken just a little bit more. So you know we're gonna try Yao Yao. We'll try the more low investment variation. But yeah, I think I could use the teams on either side because I don't think it'll be that problematic that the dude's electro resistant because we have Emily. And then the other chambers are kind of whatever. But then also, like, I have overloads going on so I can get through the Geo Shield. So I don't know, maybe we'll go through it twice. Or if we struggle with if I struggle more than I expect in the first chamber. The first chamber is the real question, right? I don't think either of these teams will have problems in either side for the second and third chamber, but maybe the first chamber will be a bit more iffy than I expect. We shall see.
Neutralize. This will brighten up the place.
I got you covered.
You play.
Judgment is upon
Okay.
you. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty.
A little obvious.
Really?
Don't get too close. Support fire.
Don't be scared.
Really? Down. There we go. Okay. Don't have that, so I'll just recast.
This out.
Yup. You're gonna get butthole. That's fine.
Yeah, you play. You're up.
I'm gonna wait until I get
This will brighten up
Toma
the
back.
place.
Oh my gosh, really? I didn't need to do that. Oh, that was bad. Whatever.
Got you covered.
Do this first.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. Guilty.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Can you break Geo Shields with Shalonen's skill before it finishes? I mean, Shalonen doesn't do F all of her Geo application, so quite frankly, I don't think she's going to be very good at breaking Geo Shields. Okay, good job. Whatever. Also, I should have Kachina before. I should have done like Gola into whatever. That was all kinds of unoptimal in every way, shape, or form. Whatever. Let's see if we clear regardless. Oh boy. Oh boy, that was just probably about as terrible a sequence of mistakes as I could have made. Oh boy. Please kill them with Zhongli. Oh gosh.
Solidify.
Oh gosh. I don't know how much worse of a mistake I could have made there than that. You stop sucking my energy. Oh, what am I doing? Good lord.
Nice and spicy.
Oh boy, it's been a while since I played Hu Tao.
Order guide.
Oh my god, really? Really? Shangwei? Oh. I love that Xiangling Hu Tao is basically mono power Xiangling because Hu Tao generates no energy. Okay, well, this Hu Tao team is worse than I thought. I will say that. I've never played this Hu Tao team before. Yeah, this Hu Tao team is a lot worse than I thought,
Order
which is
guide.
unfortunate.
Solidify.
I don't think it's impossible to clear. We're gonna try again. We're gonna try again.
Neutralize.
Supporting fire. Fire it up.
Really? Can I trigger 5? There we go.
Stay put.
Yep, you're gonna be a butthole with the Dutch.
Nowhere to run. Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Really? Tell me about.
You stand condemned. Your penance
I
is due.
missed a skill there, but
You stand condemned.
there we go. Okay.
Guilty.
Yeah, sir. Extract.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Really?
Here's backup. Don't get too
Alright.
close.
Russian floral.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due. You stand condemned. Guilty.
Nice. Decent. Alright. Mono power Hu Tao. Can you illustrate to me how to make Hu Tao vape on a Polearm-only account? I would love to do something else other than mono power Hu Tao on a Polearm-only account, but it's not possible. So, you know.
Stabilize.
And also, I'm allowed to experiment with whatever the frick I want on my account. So, you know, go away if it's an affront to your reality for some reason that someone dares play Hu Tao and not with Xingqiu or Farina or whatever.
I will have order.
And this would indeed be the one vaping. Whoops. Whoops. Just get off the freaking thing. Yeah, this is one of the worst variants of mono power Hu Tao that I've done on this account. I will say that. I expected it to be slightly better, but I also really should put Hu Tao on Shimanowa's. Which we might do. We'll see though. Oh my god, I'm so very not used to Hu Tao. That is a problem I'm facing too. Oh my god.
This is order.
Okay, got those particles. Don't have Global going though. Oh god, I'm so bad. I am so bad with Hu Tao. I'm so out of practice with Hu Tao. That please. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious? See, that's the kind of thing when that happens. That wastes you so much more time. Oh, good lord. I think it's very doable. Clear with these two teams. It's very doable. It's very doable. Alright. Alright. You know, we're in this. We're in this. I'm clearing this with Hu Tao. I refuse not to. We reconfiguring. We optimizing now. Yeah, I think that circlet. I believe it was that circlet or that timepiece. Probably that piece. I do not remember which. Probably this one. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I do think, like, if we're doing Sino, Emily Toma, right? Like, there are a stronger variation of, like, doing mono power Hu Tao on this account is, quite frankly, like, using Emily. Heck, using Chevrus to give some pyro damage bonus, right? Instead of Kachina. Particularly because Chevrus, if I do Chevrus, like Chevrus was part of the reason I had Hu Tao on MH before, because Chevrus small ticks of healing in conjunction with Hu Tao draining her HP means you can kind of permanently get right. But we're gonna keep on doing what I was doing before because I'm stubborn and I want to complete it now with that team. So, you know, I do think, yeah, we do something like start with Zhongli and then do like Xiangling. Actually, no, I think we do Zhongli into Kachina into Xiangling. Guoba. Well, I don't know. It depends on. No. Because Guoba takes a second to spit, anyways. Ugh. Man, the timing of like when. Like, I could just burst. I guess I could burst consistently on Kachina. I do have C2 Kachina, right? I don't know if I have the ability to burst consistently on Kachina, though. It's so awkward. Yeah, the Kachina is awkward. The Kachina is awkward. Ooh. I don't know. I don't know there's a good solution to this. For the Kachina awkwardness. We'll see. I think the Shimanawas will help though.
A little ambiance. Neutralize.
Can I not get whacked?
Don't be scared.
Butthole! Fucking bird. The only reason that this is probably the most annoying consecrated piece in my opinion, just because it is stupid up in the air baloney. Not bad. Plunge Shilonen should be pretty... Oh, you... Plunge Shilonen should be pretty good this. Gosh, okay. I feel like I really need to try to clear this in one rotation. Otherwise, things are not ideal. No, get... No. Okay. Oh my god, energy, go. Why is why does Xiangling feel so bad in a Hu Tao team? Also my stamina. Oh, my stamina. Oh dear. Oh dear. I am still not playing better, I would say. No, stop! I swear to god I switched before I pressed E. I didn't Hu Tao. I didn't Hu Tao. Obviously I Hu Tao. I didn't Xiangling. Oh, good god. Whatever. It's fine. We're gonna go through another rotation anyways, I guess. I need to manage my stamina so much better. My god, I'm being bad. Either way, Shimenawa was the solution. Shimenawa was indeed the solution. Even with bad play. Really?
A little ambiance.
Check this out. Here's backup.
Don't be scared.
Suta, your sins weigh upon your soul. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty. Your penance is due. Guilty. Mistaken.
This will brighten up the place.
I got you covered. Fire it up.
Stay put.
Nowhere to run. Judgment.
Yeah, I knew Shimenawa was going to be the solution there. Because I knew Shimenawa was better. If Shimenawa was better if I'm not consistently getting MH procs. With the Shimenawa's build I have at least.
Stabilize.
The HP back. That didn't even do anything.
Order guide.
I need energy. There we go. Right, it's probably better to do, yeah.
I will have order. Gather.
Oh my god, stop. I didn't have Xiangling going this time. I just realized. Ugh. You know, I actually don't know if the plunges are better. I think the plunges are worse.
Order guide. Stabilize.
Alright, let's try to get energy up for Xiangling. Bro, Kachina, thank you. Okay. There we go. Right. There we go. There we go. The plunges are worse for Hu Tao if you have C1. That's what I kind of figured. Yeah, I think that's what I noticed there. Do that, do this.
Flesh and floral.
Yeah.
You're up.
Nowhere to run.
Oh, god dang it, man. Oh, there we go.
Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due. Guilty. Repentance is due.
I don't know, does have it. Yeah, he does have a 0 time piece.
Guilty. Repentance is due.
There we go. Probably didn't get the particles. Well, I heard the sound, so maybe it did. I don't know. Wait, it doesn't matter. I'm not. This is the last chamber, you dummy. It doesn't matter if he gets particles at the end there. I maybe should have just Zhong lead. That was dumb. I forgot Geo Shield is a thing. Wow, look at my dash cancels or my lack of doing them. Wait, you know what? This can break a shield, right? Yeah, look at that. Kachina's useful for her poise damage.
I will have order.
Why'd I do that? Just wasted time. Oh, whatever. It's fine. I did it to trigger Fab, because that was definitely necessary. Wow, glad I wasted the entire window of that. Good job, me. Bang, 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 bang. She did an okay job.
Order guide. Stabilize.
Do that. No, you. No, can you not? No, get off! Come on, Kachina. God, Kachina might be like the most awkward feeling unit in the game. No, I'm doing that. God, brain, I need to. God, I play this so badly.
This is order.
It's amusing. The time has long since passed since I had to play like Polearm-only well. Break your shield. Almost looked clean at the end, and then I failed. Alright. Anyways, there we go. Clear without Arlecchino, clear without Shivers. Bam. Polearm-only. Yep. Overload is very good against Geo Shields. And I think I could have swapped the teams and probably still succeeded there. In some ways, it maybe would have been better. But awkward Shungling energy issues. Awkward, bad play, I guess, with Hu Tao. But, hey, there we go. Still showing that, you know, Polearm-only can do what it do without the strongest polearm characters, which I enjoy doing. And yeah, let's go back and mess around with some different teams on my main account. We'll see. You know, Rational's actually good enough for the golem. Yeah, because Rational gets some overloads. Yeah. Oh, let's not forget our rewards though. We can muck about with different things. Can I get Burnus? No, and I probably won't. Unless I change my mind for some reason. Okay. Where? Not a single instructor's piece. What a travesty. Wow. Bro. I am sorry to everyone that wants pieces for Kanich. I am actually genuinely sorry. This is actually great on Polearm-only though. Because I don't have like here, I'll just show you my like Dendro Goblets. So like a strong argument could have been made, right? Instead of using my elixirs for my Arlecchino piece, using my elixirs for a Dendro Goblet for Emily. Because well, I'm at strong coat, it's too far. Because my Dendro Goblets are just like, I have a smattering of like different Dendro Goblets like this one that have like good amounts of stat value, right? Wait, yeah, that's fine. You know, I had this as an onset goblet, so it's decent. This is, you know, it's decent. This is decent. This is all like decent things, right? But like, oh my, oh my, oh my, oh me, oh my. ER would not be preferable. Not useless. I do like a little bit of ER rolls in my Emily. I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's not great. I think that's double. This very low rolls, by the way. Well, not in the crit. There was low roll in the crit rate, high roll in the crit damage. I think this was triple minimum roll ER. Which is kind of sad because like triple minimum roll ER is basically the same as 2 max roll, so it kind of just turned itself into a 3-line there. I will say that. but it doesn't matter. It's still a pretty freaking great goblet. Like attack percent rolls would have been a lot stronger for my Emily, right? But yeah, bam. And a little bit more inconsistent. I would have preferred crit rate rolls, quite frankly. Because I have, you know, weird pieces like this that are skewing me towards crit damage a little bit, but the crit rate situation can be solved notably by getting, you know, either, I mean, I could just use a different piece, right? Like, this looks fantastic, right? But ultimately, if, you know, I have a piece like this that gives me a little bit of extra crit rate or whatever, it might be smarter. In fact, it might be smarter to use this piece. Actually, let's find out. We are going to test if this piece or this piece is better. Now, this piece looks a lot better, right? But this piece has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rolls of crit, and then 2 rolls of attack. So that's 7 relevant damage stats. This has, what is it? 1, this is 4, this is 5, this is 6 rolls of crit, right? So 6 relevant damage stats, and then 2 ER rolls, which is nice. That is a relevant damage stat for Emily, in my opinion. I do like having some extra ER, like in this 30% range of ER, even with her signature. I prefer having, because of the fact that she has like a weird 13.5 second burst cooldown. That can be extra DPS. This is definitely an improvement to her build, but I think I might actually end up switching to this piece to get her crit rate above 80% again. Yeah, we'll see what it is. But yeah, that would have been, I already have a decent onset goblet that I got lucky with on Polearm, or my main account, just through normal farming. It was worse than this piece. I think it's like a 25 CV with like 2 attack percent rolls, but it's like not that different. So this would have been, I'm actually happier to have this on Polearm-only right now because of, for Emily, than I am on my main account, because I already had a decent piece on my main account. So, yeah. Is a new polearm good for Emily? The shovel? No. I mean, okay, well, to be clear, the stupid shovel, like, it gives skill damage bonus, right? Like, but ER only matters if you can get enough ER to burst consistently, and, like, I don't know, for, like, I'm gonna have a video with C2 Shalonen showing a burst focus Emily again. And I will probably show using her without her signature weapon for a burst focus build, and that's like a context where it could make sense. But if you're doing a burst focus build, this thing is buffing skill. It's like I don't know, right? Like I think without her signature weapon, it's either you choose a burst focus build or you choose a more skill damage focus build, and a burst focus build can have situational upside over the skill damage focus build, and the catch exists for a burst focus build. So like. Or Fav. So anyways, no is my vote on that weapon. I've also planned on making a video about the royal weapons, actually, and Emily is one of the main use cases I'm going to show the royal weapon on. Not on Polearm-only, but anyways, on my normal account. Alright, let's as I was saying, I want to check what does that goblet actually do for me. So my Emily, to be clear, I do think the Akasha rankings on for Emily in particular are kind of garbage, because all the Akasha rankings on Emily don't value ER as a DPS stat. Like there should be ER categories for Emily. You can go look at KQM's guide. They finally released a quick guide on Emily, and they recommend having some ER with her signature weapon. Well, they don't recommend it. They say that her ER needs are anywhere from like 0% to 30-ish% with her signature weapon, because they are. It just depends on the team. So, which is good. Good job on KQM for recognizing that, right? So anyways, what she currently was at, we'll go back to my main account in a second, but you know, I'm using this as I'm using Akasha here as a comparative tool, as a way to not do calcs or anything or whatever, just to use Akasha as like, ignoring ER as a relevant stat, which I have the same ER regardless on both these builds, so it basically doesn't matter. Is like, okay, is this going to be an improvement in damage or not? With that goblet, obviously, I do think it is. But then also is the different feather that has more crit rate and less crit damage going to be better, right? So this is my current build. You can see it's top 10% on the Emily leaderboard. Again, because the leaderboard is quite punishing for if you have extra ER rolls. Like you'd want your ER rolls to be attack percent rolls or whatever, if you want to get in the top leaderboards. But it's fine because I prefer the ER rolls. So if I'm actually using my Emily as I want to use her, she should not be in the #1 spot because the #1 spot means no ER essentially. But let's refresh it. And it didn't update. God. Oh no, it did update. That's funny. It did update, but it's like exactly the same. That's amusing. That is amusing. Yay! Yoli moment of the it being the same. Because of crit rate being really good. That just really shows how crit rate affects the yes, Arlecchino is #8. She'll be #1 someday. We'll see. But yeah, let me try switching to this, right? So this puts her crit ratio basically kind of back to what it was before mostly. But I think she might have a little bit more attack than before because of the attack percent in this in conjunction with the attack percent with this, right? So before, right, for reference, I think it was this. What am I sitting at right now? With this piece. 22, 52 attack, 42 EM. Without pyro resonance going. Compared to... Yeah, right. So, very similar crit ratio, but I have like 100 more attack on the, with the new goblet, right? Which is to say that this should be a pretty meaningful improvement, actually. That extra attack is what the difference maker is for her. So this is now the better build, particularly because like I still have 30 ER, so I think it's my preference. I think it'll be fine to sacrifice a little bit of ER, right? I lost like 1 ER roll or whatever switching to this. It's not that significant, so I think I am fine with it. We'll wait a second to see it refresh. An alternative in the future is like if I get, as I keep farming for doing stupid things like trying to get the #1 Arlecchino, I might get more, Reverie pieces that are like double crit attack percent in that roll. Something like this piece, but if this flat def was attack percent, I could use instead, and then keep this feather still, right? So I have options in the future. This goblet is a very nice improvement. Anyways, yeah, we'll go back to my main account in just a second. But I think that's important lessons. By the way, I strongbox for some Bloodstained Chivalry because I realized I can. It'll take a little bit of farming, but I can get an R5 Crescent Pike now. So I want to try. I want to try physical Zhongli again on Polearm-only, but soon. Yeah, lessons in artifact optimization, I suppose, for high investment builds at least. My circlet is actually like kind of not great because I have no other relevant non-crit stats on my circlet, but it's fine. I forgot I had that. That actually could technically be an upgrade if it rolls attack percent. It did not. Well, goodbye. Yeah, anyways. So cool. I was lucky. Oh yeah, let's level up the flower that I got. Either of these could be an Eon Sun piece. I mean, I doubt they're HP scaling, so I'm just going to throw that in the garbage. I should probably farm some more of this set in case I need it for a polearm character that uses it. But right now, there is none that need it. So it's hard for me to care. So it might mean I have to, it might put me a little bit behind when a polearm character that uses the set actually comes out, if they ever do. Maybe Eon Sun will get their own artifact set, wouldn't surprise me that much. I can just skip the domain entirely, but, I will keep it, but, yeah, I don't know, we don't know what artifacts they use other than probably an electro goblet, right, so... Does this matter that much? Probably not. Anyways. What does X amount of dollars get you on Eon Sun's banner? I mean, it probably won't be on Polearm-only. I don't think I want to do an X amount of dollars on Polearm-only again. I don't know. I'm still like stuck on the fact that like it doing that for Arlecchino on Polearm-only is what got me C6 Arlecchino. But like I still would have had the most important Arlecchino constellations even if I hadn't done it, right? So it's like it's fine because C6 Arlecchino isn't that significant. But it also would have been more of a badge of honor, I feel like, to be able to get C6 Arlecchino without any top-ups being involved on Polearm-only. Like I would have been able probably to get C6 Arlecchino on her rerun banner, for example. So I'm probably not going to do that on Polearm-only. I'd rather just save my wishes, assuming they are a Polearm unit, right? But anyways, no. Well, hey, something. Anyways, let's check quick if Akasha updated.
Things have been looking really rough for
It did
Nathan
not.
lately.
All right, that's
There
fine.
are
We'll log
more
onto my main account quick.
from the Adventurers
What is
Guild
that?
than there
Paimon,
are
what are you
leads
talking
the
about?
Abyss.
What?
Just waiting around won't do us any good. Let's go and see if there's anything we can do to help.
No, I refuse. Here, let me log into my main account, and we'll go back and muck about with things. What characters do you guys want to see on my main account? Because I mean, if you, I to be clear, I have some things I'll try. I want to try different things, but I think we will. Actually, I don't know. Sethos does seem a little bit of a challenge to make work in this Abyss cycle without doing Quick Bloom. I do want to do Sethos. Yanfei, I don't have Yanfei meaningfully leveled. You want to see Timmy? He doesn't exist yet. That's a 8.0 character. Sorry. I do kind of want to try, actually. Yeah, you know what? We will. I think we'll try this team. Not with Shallonen, sorry, but with Kachina. Shallonen was here because of thumbnail. Lisa, you're recommending people I haven't leveled up. Yeah, I think I can make Sethos work in a Quick Bloom variant on the first side. Second side would struggle because of the Geo shields, right? But first side, I think I can make it work in a Quick Bloom. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Do we just try to brute force it with... Like, okay, you know what? I think I might try to brute force it first with just pure aggravate. Because I think it'd be funny. So yeah, we might try to brute force. Doing this. Because I think, I don't know, it'd be funny. I hope it works. It might work. I don't know. We'll see. Let's, what do we do second half? We'll just do, I guess more demonstration of Chivalrous being strong. I guess we're not using you, so you know, not using the fish. It's fine. We'll demonstrate Chivalrous wrecking the shields again. Why not? And then we can try. I wonder how Dia would go if we do like Dia, whatever Dia combo I want to do on the second side. You know what? Yeah, screw it. Well, yeah, no, we're gonna use this. We're gonna use this. Sorry, we're gonna use the stronger team the first time. Because if I don't use the stronger team, might struggle just a little bit when we're doing the non-optimal Sethos situation. You brute force it with Lisa. It took 2 minutes though. Yup, that might be what happens here. Blam. Alright. You ran completely away from Fischl. You absolute bottle. Oh, there we go. You're in range now. Okay, honestly, we did more damage than I expected. Yeah, it's you bottle. Like, the dude ran all the way over here. What in the world? This friggin' enemy. Oh wait, this is not the Electro one. Oh, of course this one's not. Of course this one's dying faster, you idiot. This is not the problematic one. Stupid. Really? There we go. Wait, no, he yoinked it. God dang it. Okay.
Shadow Raven.
Here's some space.
Ah, you... Oh, running away.
Hear the echoes of the valley. By royal decree.
Excuse me.
27,000, let's go.
Midnight fantastic.
I don't know why I did that. It doesn't matter, but, you know, we should probably do burst tacos to get more official procs. It's probably going to help us more than anything. Yeah, not too bad, honestly. Honestly. Like, it worked. It worked pretty dang well. It worked pretty dang well. DPS Ethos, nothing else to do other than DPS Ethos. Ethos is not really useful for much else, like rightly.
Nothing lasts forever. Right here, right now, right here. Drop your weapons. Do not attempt to resist. Let's light it up. Everybody stand. Transfixed.
E before, but oh well. It'll be up soon.
Emerge. You asked for it.
View shield, there we go. Alright. Yeah, it does not do the most electro, but it's still perfectly fine in AoE here. Do that, do this, do that, do this, do this to break the shield. Oh, well, or just kill them. That'll work too. You think it does the most damage in their best team at C6? I don't know. And I don't really care, to be honest. It's not something I think about. I'm not a damage min-maxer. I am a kind of different ways gonna make different characters usable type of player.
Excuse me.
Oh, the burst hadn't quite ended. Sat there for a second doing nothing. Blam. I should have maybe just bursted this up as instead, but it's fine. Honestly, yeah, Zethos is working so much better here than I thought this Abyss. He might be easier to use this Abyss than he was the previous one. Which is funny with the very electro-resistant enemy.
Right here, right now. Hands where I can see 'em. Let's light it up. Stop right there.
You know. Oh, I forgot. Whoop. Okay, a little bit awkward here, but switch different characters to do whatever. There we go. Okay. Blam. I didn't need to do that. Also, ow.
Emerge right now, right here.
You are going to get your shield back, but that's fine. We're just gonna take it as we go. That's fine.
Sight to behold. Right now, emerge. Drop your weapons.
You know.
Let's light it up, everybody. Transfix. Right now.
Got Electro going. There we go. That's what I want. I was making sure Electro was on the enemy before I did Shevris first, so that Shevris' Pyro application triggered a bunch of overloads to break the shield. If there wasn't Pyro on it, wouldn't have triggered, or if there wasn't Electro on it, wouldn't have triggered overloads. Official would be easier there for breaking that shield faster, obviously. Okay, I successfully anti-grouped these things, but oh well.
Way ahead.
Oh well.
Excuse me.
Bring it. I
I do really like Sethos with the C2 Shilonen. I know some people like said they didn't like notice the increase of Sethos or whatever. Like, and it's not obvious in footage, but I've used Sethos enough that I can definitely notice like how it just like gives Sethos more adaptability. And I quite like having it. It doesn't really increase the damage you see from him per se, but just improves his ability to just constantly do damage, right? And I quite like it. And gives me more flexibility for how to play him. So yeah.
Right here, right now, right here.
With C0 Shilonen, I would say, ow. I would say ow. With C0 Shilonen, I would say that, like, she felt, oh God. She felt like, let's make sure we don't lose the eye. She felt like a situational upgrade, depending on how badly I needed, like, additional healing. With Sethos. But with C2, like, she just feels better. That's cool. I like it. I like more things to make Sethos more usable, right? That's why I like those supported constellations. Break the shield finally. The board. I think I broke that maybe as slow as I possibly could have.
Everybody stand back. Let's show them. Right here, right now.
I need to absorb that. Easy. Alright. Gonna R5 any weapon ever. I would like to R5 Staff of Scarlet Sands on Polearm-only, because a funny thing happens with Staff of Scarlet Sands on Polearm-only. With Staff of Scarlet Sands, when you build heavy EM, I forgot where the breakpoint is on this, but like an R5 Staff of Scarlet Sands, I believe would double EM main stat, so like around 500 EM, like I have in my Raiden on Polearm-only, adds a Bennett buff of attack to Raiden. Like I can get a weird Bennett for my Raiden on Polearm-only if I R5 Staff of Scarlet Sands, right? Like, that's an expensive Bennett. But Polearm-only is fully in the expensive end of things already. I could very much, especially with the new weapon banner system, plan around and intentionally save to get 4 more copies of Staff of Scarlet Sands, right? On my main account, no, I don't care. I don't care about doing that. But yeah, yes, R5 of Sino's weapon. Like, because it doubles the value of this buff, and it makes it, what's funny is, like, it makes it so that just attack timepiece becomes worse than EM timepiece even when you're not triggering reactions. Always with Hierophine. But then doing weird EM build, right, becomes really, really strong, because you just get so much attack from it. Like, yeah, like I could get Bennett for Raiden on Polearm-only without having Bennett by just getting extra copies of Staff of Scarlet Sands. So it would be funny, in my opinion, to do that eventually. But the problem is, like, if I want to actually be smart and save for, like, polearm characters, because they do still occasionally release polearm characters, it's hard to have the resources to do that kind of thing. But I don't know. Now that I have C6 Toma, there's not many, like, 4-stars to really bait me on Polearm-only anymore, so it might become doable, but I don't know if it'll become doable by the time Sino's weapon next reruns, right? So anyways. Nah, bro, I have C5, R5, it's not that much a buff. You're not using it, right? Here, we'll do some math. You want math? We'll do math. Also, let's refresh my Emily thing. Yep, she went from top 10% to top 5%. So I was correct. That feather. See if you want a proof of that. See, the crit ratio was almost exactly the same with the new goblet, but let me use a feather that gave more attack percent in conjunction with the attack percent from the goblet, which made the build meaningfully better. She jumped up like 2,000. So yeah, the build was better. Other than if I need that extra ER roll to burst in a given team, but I don't think I do. I think 30% ER is still fine for me. But yeah, so like, it's not that complicated, right? We can just take, I'm gonna use 500 EM because that's what I have on my Polearm-only account. And let me go double check, but I believe R5 is just double the values of the blue numbers here. So, but let me go to Amber quick. Oops. Amber.top. Can the button work? There we go. Staff of Scarlet Sands. And at R5, yes, it gives 104% of EM at a baseline, and then 56% 3 stacks. So that is open up a calculator. So 0.56 plus 0.56 plus 0.56 plus 1.04. So that is a 2.7 times multiplier of whatever the EM is added as attack. So with something goofy like EM main stat, and on my Polearm-only account I have over 500 EM. So this is like before factoring in any other flat EM buffs that would be going on too, potentially, right? Just at a baseline. What is it doing? I don't remember exactly how many flat EM buffs I factored when I originally did this, right? So this is not going to be necessarily quite a Bennett buff at a baseline. I think it actually might have been a calculation with full EM, right? So doing EM, and having more like 600 to 700 EM to be clear. But let's do 500 EM at a baseline, right? So 500 EM times 2.72. Oh, look at that! It's 1360 attack with 500 EM. What is it with full EM? Okay. Well, let's assume 650 EM. Because I think I would lose some EM substats from a circlet or something. So it's not going to be just like 200 more. And times 2.72 is 1768 attack, right? Like, this is all that. Yeah. It's a Bennett. I can weirdly artificially add Bennett to Polearms-only with my specific weird Raiden build that builds a lot of EM. And and to be clear, like the baseline weapon gives half of that value, right? So we're talking an increase of, if we're getting 1360 attack, right? You know, divide that by 2. My current build is giving 680 attack, right? So I'm getting an additional 700 attack. Like, it actually gains pretty significant value from refines, especially in the context of an account without Bennett, right? So this is the only weapon I am tempted to R5, but not my main account. I don't care about it on my main account. It's literally pointless on my main account. How close to R5 Aqua am I? 1 Aqua. Also, you know, I might R5. I almost assuredly will R5 this weapon if I get another copy of it. Skyward Harp. Because I've gotten 3 copies of this weapon from Standard Banner. I've gotten 3 copies of it through Standard Banner. And 1 copy was from a Weapon Banner, if I recall. So the game is just poop Skyward Harps on me. If I got another copy of Skyward Harp, I don't think I'm going to be able to resist leveling it to R5 because it has 40% crit damage at R5. And it's not like necessarily worth it for the refine, but because of the fact that I have other generic stat stick weapons like Thundering Pulse if I want to use it, I'd be fine with doing that, particularly because it would get my official an extra 10% crit damage, so she'd have 200 crit damage. Does that really matter that much? No. But look, you can't stop me from having the strongest fish possible. So, anyways. Yeah. Staff of Scarlet Sands the best universal polearm? No. Not necessarily. But it's my favorite weapon in the game. Anyways. What are the teams? Sethos worked so much better than I thought he would. I thought we were going to have to switch to Quick Limb there to have a meaningfully decent experience, but it was still really fine. I'm glad. Like, Sethos has become, like, my bar for, like, a 4-star DPS that is just good enough to check how annoying an Abyss Cycle is. And like, you can go back to a few Abyss Cycles ago. I think when they did the Pyro Abyss Selector cycle, and I was upset because of the fact that, like, it didn't seem like I could use Sethos. But I eventually figured out a way to make use of Sethos, but without doing an aggravate team. I think I just did like Electro Charge teams, and it worked pretty well. Because Sethos' Electro application can be pretty dang good at helping rip through the Electro shields, the Pyro shields. So I don't know. I've been very happy with how versatile Sethos has been thus far. Even in Abyss Cycles that, you know, are like, hey, don't use Electro because it's Electro resistant, and it still worked, you know. And if Sethos still works, obviously your client should still work. Your Kaching will probably still work. So, Sethos is C4. That was a Slingshot Sethos with a Thundering Fury build. Like, I can get more damage on a different build, but I like Thundering Fury for giving him... Thundering Fury basically makes it so his skill, if I do like 3 charge attacks, his skill basically is back. And I can do skill more charge attacks if I need more damage, more application output. It also just ensures like I get this cooldown after doing his burst mode. I just really like Thundering Fury on him. Plus, if I use Wanderer's Troop on him, it would require stealing my Tignari artifacts, which I don't prefer. So yeah, C4 Sethos. Talent level 11, 8. Will I try to get C6 Sethos eventually? Probably. Yeah, hopefully. I don't think it'll crazily change the effect of using him meaningfully, though, at this point. But yeah, his C4 does a little bit. And then his C1 is probably his nicest constellation, I think. C2 is just some Electro bonus, and it's pretty nice. Like, you know, I would say the experience of using Sethos would be a little bit different without these two constellations. C4 doesn't really matter. C3 is kind of whatever. C5 would be kind of whatever too, right? It's just multiplier increase, nothing crazy. It wouldn't be nothing, to be clear, because, you know, hey, EM increasing, scaling, whatever. But, yeah. Yeah, Slingshot looks good on him, and he performs quite well Slingshot, so I'm very, very happy with him on Slingshot. I think he's really fun. He has become one of my favorite characters to play. I don't know, I just really, really enjoy playing him. So. Yeah, let's try Dia teams. I can't not try Dia, of course. We'll try. Of course, my new. Well, okay, there's different Dia variants. I have been enjoying, you know, this Dia variant quite a lot. But we'll try the Dendro Dia variant first, because that's what I have been enjoying a little bit, but a little bit. Since, yeah. So we'll do that. This is pyro resistant. Yeah, I'm gonna try it against the second side, because I'm curious how well Dia will do. Just going to town, not worrying about the Geo Shield, just going to town, right? Can we just schmack with Dia and get to the Geo Shields? We'll see. I think I want to try on the first side. We can try Yai, Tignari, Chiori, Kachina. Yeah, let's try it. Is this one much harder than the last? I don't think it's that much harder, actually. But it is a little bit harder, I think. Oh, I didn't think about my team order. Dang it. That is an annoying factor that I have to think about. You normally don't have to think about in Genshin.
I am the cutting edge of fashion. A sight to behold. Right now, right
I
here.
did that bad. Oh well. I actually think I'm going to restart and reconfigure the party so it doesn't F with my brain. You really need to configure that properly. I want to do Kachina into Chiori. Actually, no, I think I want to do Yai first. Kachina into Chiori into Tignari. I think that is what I used yesterday. But notably just Kachina into Chiori, or Chiori into Kachina, sorry, is the important thing here for my main experience. The other ones don't matter as much. We'll do that. See, Tignari artifacts. It's like, I think he has like 85% crit rate factoring his C1. My build would be kind of cope if I didn't have his signature weapon. I got lucky and got his signature weapon as original banner in a single 10 pull. So like, yeah, it happens sometimes.
Right now,
yeah. It's like 180 crit damage, I think, ish. It's not the most insane thing, I think, but.
Right now, emerge. Delicate as silk.
Can't see.
Try doing this.
Right here.
Okay. I wish Chiori had a way to summon her thing. You know what? Here. We can summon him over here. There we go.
Emerge.
Ow.
One with the force.
Let me clear the area.
I'm gonna do that.
I'll uproot you.
Right here. Emerge. Right here. Scatter.
Yeah, I bungled up my rotation a little bit here, but it's fine. Does this do... Oh, it does. Nice. We can use Kachina to break that. Nice.
Can't see.
Yeah. Yes, Nahida is generally worth 90. What am I doing? I just let them suck my energy. That's what I did. Good job, me. I guess that we're not D'ing to start. Oh well. Oh, we got it. We got it back. Here we go. We are. Idea has a little bit of AR issues I need to still resolve, but the start of this chamber didn't help anything. So, you know. Oh, why did I do that? I just reset freaking Ember. Good job, me. Stupid. Stupid. I would definitely say this team is not ideal in this chamber. With like lower investment things going on, I think I would struggle a little bit. But I don't think it would be impossible. It would just take a little bit of better play optimization. Dude, not another Hydro Pump check in Abyss? There's no Hydro Pump check. I'm just using Hydro units because I want to. I'm using that team because I want to. I'm testing less optimal teams to deal with the situation now, at this point.
Right now, right here. Emerge.
This is definitely not a Hydro check Abyss, though. So, yeah.
Let's nip that in the bud.
I do not want to use... There we go, okay. Oh wait, no, I should have done already either. Oops. Right, whatever.
Here. Delicate as silk. Lend me a hand.
God dang it, freaking.
Can't see.
Well, I guess it wasn't bad because I picked up the Crystallized Shield.
I'll uproot you.
Right now. Emerge. Right now. Here goes.
We don't have any shield right now, but it's fine. Because you're dead. There we go. A little bit, you know, on the edge there. Tignaria or Yai and Deepwood? Oh yeah. You know, I don't think they are. I forgot to check that. I don't think I checked that yesterday either. Dia is certifiably okay at getting to this. I should just do plunging, probably. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. Yeah, I should have just done plunging. See, that's why like you can just bring a Claymore unit, right, to deal with this. So like it's fine. I just think it's a kind of boring enemy to fight as well. Right? Hey, there we go. Okay. Please get burning restarted, please. Please? Why? Like, I just... Okay. I'm just struggling to get burning the stupid... I don't even think I had Emily going there. Whoops. Wow, I have played this terribly. I have played this really terribly. No. Oh my god. Can you stop timing perfectly? Yeah, we'll use Dia. Yeah, with better play, I'm quite confident I could still clear this with lower investment. Faster way to break the Golem shield with Noelle? I don't know. If you're doing Noelle, just Is charge attacks faster? I don't know if charge attacks would be faster or not. I think they wouldn't. I don't know. Just make sure you're like canceling that big the big like downward swing attack that gets you stuck in an animation if you don't dash cancel it.
Emerge right here, right now.
I don't know. Consider bringing more geo units or whatever. Let's jump on this. Crystallized shields.
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge right now. I am the cutting edge of fashion. Let's get it. Clear the area.
Can't see? I hear everything.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, no, then I'm looking at Tignari's numbers. I do not think... Yeah, no, Kachina... Ooh, actually, I don't know. Who do you put on... I guess Tignari needs to be on Deepwood in this team. Well, that's annoying. You know, this is just the Dendro DPS problem, quite frankly. Like someone you want on Deepwood in the team, and like that's why like Emily. I'm just gonna keep Emily on Deepwood forever, right? Anyways. Yeah, no. So there's one thing of improvements there, right? I could get more damage out of that team by having Tignari on Deepwood, and that could help me clear with, you know, the less optimal teams in the second side because of the fact that, you know, Geo Shields are annoying. But yeah, this dude is obviously probably, for some accounts, this dude might be the most annoying thing to get through. With a team like this one, I think it could definitely be a bit of a struggle. Okay, good. Oh, I didn't. Oh my god, I didn't Farina burst. Oops. Also, bungling that up, I think, also screwed up my... If I did that properly, I wouldn't have lost the Emily damage there. Oh boy, god, I have played this so terribly. We're going to... Wait. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to wait until I got... Yeah. Yeah, the Geo here really doesn't help with the... I'm noticing more issues, I think, keeping up burning. Than normal. I should keep whacking on you. There we go. So, you know, I think the Nahida variant in this side of the Abyss would be stronger. But again, you know, still cleared. And could have played better. Could have had Deepwood on Tignari, right? So, yeah. Seeing 3 auras on one mob at the same time is weird, yeah. So anyways, I'd say this Abyss is, the second side of this Abyss is not ideal for that team, that's for sure. I think it actually would work perfectly fine, obviously the first side, but the one enemy is pyro resistant, of course, the bird, but you still have like AoE damage going, that it would be, and Farina damage going, that would be fine. Like that team is just like almost always fine in so many situations because the damage profile is diversified, that it can deal with different shields, it can deal with different resistances pretty easily. Just different situations take a little bit more optimization, and the burning uptime issue because of the Geo did cause some problems though, I think, more than anything. So I think the Nahida variant would feel better there in the second half. But yeah, I had Wander's Troop on Tignari, so like that was definitely a team that I had not forgotten yesterday when I was initially testing that team. Yep, Tignari should have been on Deepwood. I don't know. Do I have the ability to switch him to Deepwood without mucking up too many other builds? I don't really think I do. I mean, I have like that. I mean, that's certifiably okay. I mean, man, that's sad. I forgot about that. 3 flat def rolls. Oh, anyways, EM crit damage. I mean, that could be better. Okay. I don't have. Yeah, I didn't have an onset Dendrogalba. I knew that. Like, I do have the ability to put him on Deepwood, maybe, but it would require leveling some more artifacts. Ew. I don't want to level more artifacts just for that. That's so annoying. Okay. Well, I think in the Chiori video, I'll play that Chiori, Kachina, Ignari team. I'm just gonna be like, someone should be on Deepwood in this team. I am not using someone on Deepwood in this team. Tignari should be on Deepwood. He's not on Deepwood. Keep that in mind. The team could perform better, right? I know I could put Yai or Chiori on Deepwood. I'm aware, but I don't really want to. I don't want to sacrifice that much of their damage. Yai would realistically lose the least, because we just would be losing. Like, I'm using a 2-piece attack combo, right? Since she gains the least from the 4-piece bonus compared to like Chiori losing the 70% skill damage bonus. You know, switching her to deep would be, I think, fine. But yeah, I'd have to yoink my Emily pieces basically for Yai, and it'd be fine. I am suffering a little bit by not having like a crit rate circlet though on her. Yeah. So, anyways, it's something I'll hopefully remember to mention in the Chiori video, but for the purposes of this stream, it just means, you know, that could have been performing better. I just don't have the exact easy options to do it right now that I want to do. What else? Tignari's weapon would also be great on Chaska. Maybe. So, the weird thing about Tignari's weapon on Chaska will make her overcap crit rate by like 10%. So, being lower base attack and not getting advantage from the having that, like, lower base attack but having a bunch of crit rate can be great, but not getting advantage from the extra crit rate means like just the lower base attack is just a downside. 12% all elemental bonus is good. The fact that you can convert EM to charge attack damage might be pretty significant for Chaska. I think in AoE situations, it might be a very, very compelling weapon still on Chaska if you have the right artifacts for it. The bigger problem is honestly that right now, her kit is made in a way that it doesn't seem like she'll care about EM that much, unfortunately. Because she just doesn't actually apply that much of the elements. Like, her kit makes you think she's applying elements, but it's not really actually applying that much elemental damage. Right. But I can tell you, you know, I am almost most interested in trying a build with this and an EM heavy build. Like, honestly, this with like full EM would be, I think, a fun build on Chaska. But, you know, anyways, I really, really dislike the fact that Chaska basically doesn't apply that much of the elemental damage that she's dealing. She just makes you think she might be doing more than she's doing. Like, it bothers me a lot. So, anyways, best way to use C6 Bennett? I mean, okay, the best way to use C6 Bennett as far as like damage optimization goes is like you can turn other units into vape plunge carries with Cloud Retainer, right? So like doing this core, and notably that can be Bunnet. What? My brain. It can be Bunnet himself with his pyro plunges infusing, right? And that gives you a flex slot, whereas if you're doing C6 Bennett infusing someone else, like, yeah. So unfortunately, like, this format of using C6 Bennett is like the best way to DPS a lot of characters, like Kachina, because like they made her multiplier so garbage that the best way to DPS Kachina is by and far and above doing pyro plunge DPSing, right, with C6 Bennett. So that is technically the best way to get the biggest value that's obvious out of C6 Bennett. But pyro infusion has a lot of weird just value because like the notable thing is like C6 Bennett can mean Bennett does off-field pyro is kind of how you can think about it, right? Like, think about how few sources of off-field pyro there are in the game, and think about the fact that this can give pyro application to your on-fielder, your melee on-fielder. Not every melee on-fielder, because some will do, like some characters in their kits will do unoverridable infusions, wherein C6 Bennett will do nothing. But there are plenty of cases wherein you can start having pyro application from your on-fielder, and that can be used to do whatever number of things. Burgeons, keep up burning, get vapes for your Farina, right? By having on-field pyro application. So like, there's all kinds of weird things you can do with it. I think that's the most fun thing for it, is like thinking about how you can use that extra pyro application by basically giving Bennett off-field pyro application by nature of giving pyro application to whatever melee unit. So, anyways, yes, Jessica's whole kit, as it looks like right now, does seem to be built mostly around attack and just getting talent damage and not actually triggering a meaningful amount of reactions. And I think it makes her a very boring unit. Flashy, but like all gimmick, no substance is what Chaska feels like to me right now. I'm sorry. I'm probably going to mess around with her. I will probably enjoy her, but I'm probably going to do it on my brother's account as my current leading, unless she gets significant changes in beta. Like she actually starts applying meaningful elemental damage. Navia with Shalonen? Yeah, we can do Navia and Shalonen in this one. I'm considering whether or not I want to do my Arlecchino. Yeah, we're going to do the Arlecchino comp. Why? Because I think the Arlecchino comp is fun. That's all there is to it. So, yeah. Hu Tao? I mean, I did Hu Tao on Polearm-only. I don't have Hu Tao on my main account, sorry. We haven't done Hybrid Riding yet. What Hybrid Riding variant do we want to do? Obviously one without. How do you decide which character gets to level to 90? If they're involved in Dendro reactions, for like the Dendro reaction damage itself, like Raiden in a Bloom team, for example, should probably be level 90. Because Raiden is triggering the blooms and it's using her EM and her base level to scale that damage. Level 80 versus level 90 Raiden Hyper Bloom damage is like 30% less with the same amount of EM built. Dendro DPS is like Alhaitham, Tignari, with that because they're spread DPSs specifically want to be level 90. Units like Emily don't need to be level 90 nearly as much because she's configured more just around her raw multiplier damage. So you have to understand the individual character kit, unfortunately. HP scalers do get a significant damage increase from level 90, but it's not as significant as like transformative reaction damage increase, like for Bloom or whatever. So that's the simplest way I can describe it, unfortunately, but it's on a case-by-case basis. Defense scalers are similar to HP scalers, where they can get a meaningful increase from level 90. But ultimately, if you have your priority, if you're like trying to progress your account, is going to be leveling up more characters first to get to a point of usable, rather than over prioritizing level 90 most of the time. But in some cases, it will make sense to prioritize level 90. I level characters to fates. I mean, you don't get fates, you don't get wishes for level 90 characters, so, you know. Yes, and level your favorite characters level 90, because you do at minimum for your favorite DPS units. Get like Emily, basically, even if we're not doing an Electro in particular, Emily gets a like 2% DPS increase, essentially, from going from level 80 to 90. And 2% isn't nothing, but it's still a damage increase, right? And if you're talking a 2% damage increase on 3 different damage dealers or whatever on a team, right? Like I'm doing Kanich and Emily together, right? A 2% damage increase by level 90 both Emily and Kanich, depending on the whole investment of your account, might be enough to get you to reach that threshold of clearing the game's content, right? So, yeah. But a lot of characters, yes, you can just stop at the final ascension and be fine. I don't know what I'll do for the next side. I think we'll. I kind of want to do. It's hard to pick. All right, you know what? Let's just try like a simple option for yeah, whatever. I mean, okay, this is gonna be a little strong because of yeah. What can I do? Hybrid Riding and well, okay, I can do Hybrid Riding in Chiori, but I won't any meaning. I can't have a Raiden, Chiori, and Kachina because they need 2 Geo units. Yeah, it's fine. We'll do official. We'll do less damage on Raiden for more relatable Raiden damage, I guess. Yeah, so you can stop at 85. You can see, like, I have characters that I stop at 87. You can stop at 85, you can stop at 87, and save a meaningful amount of resources. Like, the number of characters that I stop at 87 is enough to, like, level another character to level 80 or 70. Or, sorry, not, definitely 70, but more like, I'm having a stroke, it's fine.
Seems like an emergency.
You.
Shine down.
Come on.
Inazuma shines eternal.
That was not a great first enemy situation, but yeah.
Taking a turn for the better.
Now you shall perish.
Well, 26,000.
There is no escape. Time to shine.
As you wish.
You know.
Mind the side effects. Seems like an emergency.
Inazuma shines eternal.
There we go. So sad to see the beasts are not together. Well, wait until the 5.2 Abyss, which I think... Oh, wait. This is here for... Oh. Right. Wait. When is the patch live? The patch will be live in the 21, it's 30... Yeah, we have a new Abyss. The Abyss resets before the patch, the new patch, doesn't it, right? Am I correct on that? I think the Abyss resets before the new patch, which means we're gonna have these enemy cycles for most of version 5.2 as well. So I guess, sorry, wait 2 months. Oops. Yay, I'm glad theater made it so that this happens so often now. Yay. Wait, what about... No, I wasn't even thinking about what I'm doing here. Thing. I didn't crit. Thank you, Navia. Navia. No. My Navia has like 75% crit rate. She just doesn't crit. Okay. Anyways, I don't mind. I don't know. I would prefer abyss cycles, like enemies reset every single abyss. Personally, it annoys me that the same enemy cycle sticks around for so long, and that it happens more often now that theater exists because they changed the cycle resets. It wouldn't be a problem if they had like other things, other content, but like they'd refuse to add compelling combat content.
Mind the side effects. Remember, health comes first.
I'm not going to use another burst blitz. There we go. Okay. I probably should have done that considering whatever.
Seems like an emergency.
They're supposedly working on a non-resin mode. I sure hope so. Like they've got like the flavor of like the first Archon quest, right? Went into the like Night Soul world or whatever. I don't remember what exactly the term was for it. I'm sorry. But like you went into like the Night Soul world, and it's full of like abyss enemies or whatever. Like it screams of just like they could use that as a format of like there's a Natlan endgame mode where you go and fight endlessly into the abyss, right? Because that's like the whole gimmick of like the Natlan. What the war they're fighting is they're fighting endless abyss monsters. Yeah, the Night Kingdom. So like they could easily have a Night Kingdom combat mode where we fight like endless enemies that isn't a time challenge or whatever. like, yeah, raid mode, whatever. I hope they're leading up to that on a like a flavor level. I think it would make a lot of sense, but we'll see. We will see. I want Navi first. Navi a crit. Thank you. Nice. All right, you hit. Nope. I should remember that. Navi doesn't have range. I just wanted energy. Oh, camera. She didn't crit. She just crit my Navia. Oh, my Navia. Hey, she crit. Oh my goodness, I love it. I don't know why I did that. More Beneding. It's fine. Like this. I'll break the shield, I guess. Oh, shield are broken. We're fine. Alright. Do a little bit of that. Oh, well. Arlecchino's strong. Yeah, I don't know. I really like using Navi as a quick swap. Bang. Get some damage. DPS. No. No.
Seems like an emergency.
I'm not going to do it. Yeah, I'm not bursting that. That would feel like a waste. Click on there, click on there. Alright, and then we can do this. I think we ran out of Freena Burst. No, we didn't. We just barely had Freena Burst, at least for the first hit. Yeah, that's something. Probably should have tried Official again, though, but oh well.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Did I activate C2 Shalonen? I did. And I did not power down Arlecchino or Navi here, so, you know, factored that in, I guess. But for what it's worth, I do think Arlecchino Navia works very, very well without C2 Shalonen. But it has given me a little bit of a bigger damage numbers, of course. We can just Navia this away. Yeah, we can. There we go. Alright, nice. Navia, can you crit? There we go. Wow. She did it. Navia. Oh my god, lady. No! It's Navia. I just... of any character right now, it feels like Navia needs one of the crit rate sets, and they didn't give her the crit rate set, right? Oh my gosh. Navia. Yup. Oh, Navia. It just amuses me at this point, quite frankly. I should probably Freena Burst before doing that, but whatever. Man, the fact that the third chamber first half is just two things is really funny. I think it's a good design thing, by the way, that they just have two relatively easy enemies as far as you can like group them pretty easily. Because the boss on the second side for many players can be very time wasting.
Remember, health comes first.
Hi, please. Arlecchino C1 because I got lucky. I didn't even try to get Arlecchino C1. I just did a YOLO 10 pull at like 0 pity at the end of a video and then got Arlecchino C1. So I ain't gonna apologize for a Constellation I didn't spend money on. I didn't spend any money for Arlecchino on my main account, for what it's worth. Alright, let's do that because I'm utterly confident we'll be able to get this shield pretty fast. Yeah, let's just do that. Now, do the... There we go. Okay. Almost 200k non-buff, not bad. I didn't get any. I didn't get any buff going there from Shillonen, or not the damage buff at least. Oh well. Well, I feel like Navia here is like mostly just doing shield breaking and not that much damage. There we go. Oh, I didn't. There we go. Okay. Oh frick! Because I already pressed. Oh my god. Oh, the scuff play is no. We need to have at least one satisfying thing against that. Let me guess, Navi's crit rate is 99%. No, I think with the buff from the second chamber, it is 83% right now. I think.
Like an emergency.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Remember, health comes first. As you wish.
There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
The beasts in the first half are the only even slightly difficult part of this abyss. I agree. This abyss was meaningfully easier than I expected it. Yeah, gotta crystallize that time. Good. Alright. Yeah, do this. Alright, get a little bit of Arlecchino damage, and then bang! Oh, I didn't have any stacks built. I should have held there. Oops. Hey, whoopsies. So didn't get crystallized there. Why am I being so bad? Oh my god, whatever. Okay. We're just gonna get through the shield. There's a problem of like I'm needing to use Navia to get through the shield, right? And then I'm not getting the satisfying Navia. Damn. But I don't know. Oh well. No. Sir, please stop. Okay, let's just try to use it. I want to see some Navia damage. Bam! There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And then he got it back up because I'm bad. But you know, I could have probably just killed him with Arlecchino, but I wanted to get more Navia damage, and I didn't. Oh well. Oops. It's fine. Yep. Baiju doesn't heal on his burst. No, not on burst cast. You do get usually the heal happening like kind of during his burst, depending on how many enemies his skill bounces to, because you get a heal, you get a delayed heal from his skill after it's done bouncing to up to 3 enemies. So the one enemy it will heal usually I think during his burst animation if you do E into Q. C1 Arlecchino or R1? I would say go for C1 Arlecchino over R1. Her weapon is kind of extremely whatever. Like I saw some people saying like, you know, man, I really wish they would rerun Linny instead of Arlecchino with Chaska because that would be such a great weapon banner. And I'm just like, no. Arlecchino's weapon is not that good. You just like that it's a scythe. You can say that you like it because it's a scythe. That doesn't mean it's actually a good weapon for what it does in the game. It just looks cool. So, like, but that doesn't actually make it a good weapon banner, that it's actually worth going for what the weapon does. If you want to go for it for visual, though, just say it. You would prefer that weapon banner because you like the look of the weapon. For me, I don't care about her weapon at all. I think it's extremely meh. I already have Homa, and I think Homa looks great on her. And Homa is more useful of a weapon to have in a generic utility potential. But anyways. Yeah. A weapon that looks cool does not make a weapon banner better. I'm sorry. And I don't think people should pull for weapons just because they look good. Anyways. C1 Arlecchino significant damage increase is pretty... It's not the biggest C1 damage increase or anything. But it is a pretty meaningful damage increase. It's more of an increase than her weapon will be. generally speaking, but it depends on what your existing weapons are. If you don't have like a Jade Spear or a Homa available, obviously, then you will notice her signature maybe more than her C1 potentially, but it's probably going to be fairly similar as far as the damage increase goes. And I think most people would probably notice the interruption resistance, right, from her C1. So I think Arlecchino's C1 is more valuable than going for her weapon for sure. Anyways. But if you don't have other polearm weapon options, then that changes the formula quite, right? If you only have... If your best weapon option for Arlecchino is this weapon, right? That changes a little bit. I don't know... Refinement... Deathmatch is obviously a good weapon option for her. I don't remember exactly how different refinements compare to the 5-star weapon options, but yeah. Anyways, Arlecchino... No, Arlecchino is not rumored to be next patch. It would make more sense, in my opinion, for her to rerun over Linny. Neither of them make sense to rerun over the other characters that need reruns, but, you know... I don't know. Whatever. Oh yeah, White Tassel. Yes. White Tassel, I don't know. If White Tassel is your best option, the damage increase from her signature is probably pretty similar. Particularly because of the fact that White Tassel is essentially... Like, White Tassel for her signature is essentially a drop-in replacement. It doesn't require changing the build at all, right? Because this at level 90 gives basically the same amount of crit rate as Jade Spear or her signature does. But, yeah. As soon as you get her Jade Spear in particular, her signature is just extremely meh. But, you know... If you have spare wishes and love Arlecchino and just want that scythe because it do be a cool looking scythe, you know, you do you. Just say you're getting it because it's a scythe and it looks cool, not because it's a good weapon. Anyways. Yep. I hate how little accessible 4-star polearms for on-fielders exist. I mean, I think there's good options for polearms for on-fielders. If you don't have this weapon, then you're a little bit struggling. But, like, Dragon's Bane is really good in a lot of contexts. Actually, okay, I guess I'm factoring the Battle Pass weapons in too much. Yeah, that's fair. No, yeah, the polearm situation is weird. But most characters, most polearm units don't really have that much of a problem because of how many polearm units like Fav, quite frankly. But yeah, if you don't have many Favs, you don't buy the Battle Pass, then yes, I can see why you struggle with polearm options. Yeah, the less other options you have, the more compelling the weapon banner becomes. I do not think that it, like... I do not stand by, like, I do not do the Jeff mentality, obviously, wherein, like, I think weapon banner is never worthwhile. Do I think you should wish on weapon banner as many mistakes as I have made? Should you wish on weapon banner this much? Probably not. But I do think there is an investment point where it makes sense to wish on weapon banner, quite frankly. To diversify your weapon options and give you more options for stats on your characters, ultimately, right? Oh, I have standard wishes. How exciting. Where did I get these from? Oh, they were probably from, like, Chiori Ascension or something. Yeah. I think I'm at, like, 50-ish pity. Oh, early 4-star. Watch it be Kave. Googie. Hello. We have C6 of you. Got her C6 a little while ago. Not too long ago. I had her just, like, C3 or something for a long time, but just slowly collected her constellations over different banners. Wow. Is Dia weapon worthwhile? I mean, yeah, it'll probably be on Chronicle banner. No. But it depends on your weapon options. But it also depends on how you play her. Like, you will notice her weapon's value the most if you play her mono pyro. If you don't play her mono pyro, the problem with her weapon is she has very high ER needs, right? So, like you can have a situation where you could use Skyward Pride instead of her signature, and then like a timepiece, like, well, I'll I'll do this one. I'm not sure exactly how this will look. And then crit rate circlet. And like, right. This is going to be pretty similar. It's not ultimately that different because like, yeah, the value of the big crit stats on a weapon for Dia specifically is not that significant when you end up having to like sacrifice damage by, you know, switching to an ER timepiece instead of being able to use like an attack timepiece because like, you're using an ER weapon, right? Or an HP timepiece in Dia's case because she can use attack or HP. There's also the possibility of you still will want maybe an ER weapon and an ER timepiece. So like you like my Dia is in a situation where like, yep, her signature, it leaves me in a situation, even though I have like, you know, 17% ER there, I have an ER timepiece, I have 18% ER there, I'm still in a situation where I'm using, I like to use solo pyro Dia, I could still use like 2 more ER rolls. And at this point, like, this is kind of my near ideal build for her on Vorkash's, except, you know, the thing that would fix it is C4, quite frankly. And C4 might even reduce my ER needs enough to be able to switch to like this one, which has a little bit higher crit and 2 less ER rolls kind of thing, right? Because like, yeah, it would be awesome to use like this, and this build is very much doable for a mono pyro situation, but not solo pyro. So it depends how you're using Dia, ultimately. I would say without doing mono pyro, her weapon is just okay. And it's pretty good. Yes, the HP percent is kind of nice. Yeah, it does less definitely if you don't have C1. So there's that factor too. But yeah, I like it on her. I usually keep it on her on a Vorkash's build at this point. But this lady takes a lot of investment, and I don't know. If you really like Dia, do I think it makes sense to get eventually? Yes, honestly, because I personally see more value in hyper investing on the worst characters because I think it feels like you get more enjoyment out of them. The stronger you can make Dia, the more like different situations you can use Dia in. Like if it hasn't been obvious from like this stream, you know, I enjoy using Dia, and I usually try to use her in most Abyss cycles. And at the investment level I'm at, you know, I can, and it's why I like, you know, getting things that allow me to like strengthen the weaker characters in different ways because I like making the weaker characters more usable. So, is it worth it? Yes, no. I am glad that I got it, particularly because of that I got lucky getting it, right? But it also, like, one notable thing is that the Chronicle banner comes back, by the way. Getting weapons on Chronicle banner is going to be worse than getting weapons on the normal weapon banner now, right? Which is stupid. So I hope if they make the Chronicle banner return, they change the way that weapons work on Chronicle banner. Because, yeah. So, anyways. So this might be more expensive of a weapon on Chronicle banner than it is on limited weapon banners. Which is stupid. Anyways. Is C1 Arlecchino really needed? No. Definitely not. I don't mind having it. I like having it. Particularly because it was free. I just did a 10 pull and got it. At basically 0 pity. So, yes, stick with the emblem. Yes, for Dia on Vorkash's the C2 is like, yes. Vorkasha starts to gain a little bit value because C2 increases her skill uptime and increases the damage multiplier from the coordinated attacks from her skill. So the skill damage bonus goes further with C2 Dia, but her ER needs are still rough. But yeah, so like this build actually starts to make sense for my Dia with C4. So, you know, it's what it is. What I need to spend my freaking resin on, by the way, today. I need to figure that out. Is there any other teams anyone wants to see? I think I tested the main teams I wanted to test immediately. Yeah, it's in Strongbox now, which is what I've been doing to get pieces for it. But it's what I did to get to that build. So, artifacts would you recommend for solo Geo Traveler? Honestly, ask Tars Blamo. Go watch Tars Blamo's. Tars Blamo, I think, made a video like about playing Geo Traveler for like 3 years or something. He has much more experience in Geo Traveler nuance and than I am. But no, probably not physical. You probably do Geo. Yeah, go watch Tars Blamo's Geo Traveler video. I think it's like one of his most popular videos on his channel. Churi's sword the most generalist crit sword? That's a good question. I mean, if you factor in, the reason Churi's sword might be the most generalist crit sword now is because of the fact that things like MH exist that you can use on any on-viewer that when you're paired with Frina, and the fact that Shalonen also exists to now any team with Shalonen as a universal slot in also enables the full like 32% normal attack bonus and 48% skill damage. The number of characters that's relevant for is fairly high. So sword. Right. Obviously Chiori. Kachina, yes. That's a Kachina. Farina. Chloran, yes. She's normal attack damage mostly. So 30%, 32% normal attack bonus. Plus she gets a lot of free crit in her own inbuilt passives. Makes it easier to use a big crit stat stick. And also aggravate, if you're playing her with aggravate, means she doesn't mind lower base attack, but she does like higher base attack weapons too. So I'm not saying it's the best weapon option for her, but it's definitely compelling. Particularly if you're getting the full normal attack bonus, right? But you might not be getting the full normal attack bonus if you're not using her with Shalonen, right? That's a factor. So keep that in mind. For Rina though, yes, again, with the Geo unit in the team, 48% skill damage bonus, pretty significant. Plus the crit. Alhaitham, yes, he does normal attack and skill damage. It's like all of his damage. So, yes. Not really on Kirara, but I don't know. Meme option for Kirara, if you don't. if you want, like I do. Just put the big stat stick on Kirara and she gets some big damage on a damage build, right? Layla, not really. Nilu, not really. Kuki, no, not really. Ayato, yes, he does normal attack damage. He doesn't do skill damage. It's not like the greatest, but you know. Ayaka is mostly a no, I would say. She doesn't really do that much damage through normal attacks. It's mostly her burst, but it's not nothing. It's not irrelevant. Particularly if you're doing, Farina with MH on her, big crit damage, go. It can be valuable. Kazuha, for DPS Kazuha shenanigans, honestly, yes. But in the normal context for what Kazuha is useful for, no. Albedo, obviously, yes, because he also likes defense. So, on top of the skill damage thing. Kaching, yes, she does some skill damage, not a ton, but also does normal attack damage, like with aggravates and whatever. To be clear, I think a lot of her damage comes from charge attacks, so I don't think it's crazily compelling on her. I imagine Alhaitham's weapon is probably better, but I'm not super confident on that. Ultimately, just a big static weapon at minimum, and it's pretty decent for that. Kaya, potential stat stick weapon. Xingqiu, a bad stat stick weapon in my opinion. Yeah. So like there's a decent number of use cases for it potentially. So if you don't have many other DPS sword options, right? In my situation, right, I have generic crit damage stat stick weapons already. Even if I'm not taking advantage of the EM part of like Alhaitham's weapon passive, it's still giving me a bunch of crit damage. It gives a little bit of crit rate. I'm fine using this kind of thing. I would have been fine with getting Chiori's weapon instead of Paw Patrol, but I preferred getting Paw Patrol, so because I like supportive weapons. So yeah. Anyways, Arlecchino stats, sure. Homa, 4-piece gladiator. Yeah, a little bit scuff crit ratio. It do be the what happens with Homa on Arlecchino. You end up getting usually a little bit inflated towards crit damage, but it's fine. It just means I play the RNG game a little bit with her. It's my favorite Paw Patrol character, Shalonen. Anyways, Alhaitham, Noel. Wait, what? Oh, Alhaitham like on first side. I thought you meant like Alhaitham and Noel together. I was like, what do you cooking here? Yeah, she blows a bubblegum. Yep. After you use her skill. I do I have Alhaitham equipped still? Or did I do. Nice. Okay, sure. We'll show Alhaitham. It's not the best Alhaitham build that I could have for him. I'm gonna play Alhaitham badly though. I want to acknowledge this right now. If you tried a 12-second riding team, I'm working on it. Also, it's the variation of a 12-second riding team. The riding team I'm gonna do is gonna be a not 12-second riding team. I think. I could do 12-second riding team with Nahida, but I'll probably do both Nahida and Emily. But the problem is like when I do my C2 Shalana video, there's different things I'll get into obviously, but one of the things I will showcase is like doing. So I plan on leveling Kaching to 90. I want to have Dendro so that I actually am doing something with the reactions. I don't think the Chloran, Raiden, Kaching, just QQQ is that interesting when you're not doing anything mechanically other than just have Shalonen buff and then just raw multiplier damage. I think having Dendro in the mix is something that makes sense. But Nahida works here because Nahida just has her skill with what is her uptime on her skill? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, freaking 25 seconds, right? So that means you can do 12-second rotations, right? Because the uptime is long enough that you don't have to even do an E again other than when a new enemy spawn. So I prefer like I'll do that, or I'll do a burst focused Emily, because I think burst focused Emily would be interesting. Since Emily has a 13.5 second skill cooldown, so it's going to extend the rotation time slightly, but just burst every rotation Emily, and she'll keep up quicken permanently. She'll adapt to new waves, unlike Nahida. It'll be worse in particular because I do have C2 Nahida, right? But I'll probably show both of those. Either way, I gotta level up Kaching to max. I already did Noelle second side, by the way, before, but I don't know. I can do Noelle second side again. I don't mind. The only problem is my Noelle basically needs Farina. But we can do that. There we go. I haven't done Mulan yet. Yeah, the recent abysses do really seem to like Geo. I don't know what is it. Man, I don't like. I'm sorry, I don't really like Alhaitham. What Alhaitham team? Just suggest an Alhaitham team. Why are they all level 87? Oh my god, I'm so sick of explaining this. How many resources? Think for a second. How many resources would it take me to level these characters to 90? That is an entire another character that I can level with the resources it takes from get. Like it literally takes 210 heroes wits and a million more to level these characters up. All three of these to level to 90. I get the majority of the value without. I save like 40% of the resources, but I get the majority of the value going to 90. Like I don't gain that much with the last 3 levels of base defense. So, anyways, no, I'm not complaining with you specifically. It's just like I don't know. The reason I'm repeating it is because I want people to hopefully get in their heads and to make people start doing this, because this does make sense to do. Like if you have other things to spend your resources on, it makes more sense to stop at like something like level 85, 87 for HP scalers or defense scalers, in my opinion, where you can get most of the value, but you're not spending all of the resources. But most of the time, people just hit auto add, level up, right? So, anyways, so it's not your fault. It's just like, oh my gosh, I just get the question constantly, like, why? How dare you do level 87 characters? That's the most annoying, which I don't think you were doing that. I think you were just curious. It's just like, oh boy, I just get the question constantly. Ganyu Melt? No, I'm sorry. I tried Ganyu Melt with Shalonen before. I didn't like it. To be clear, with CG Shalonen, it'd be a little bit better. But I don't feel like re-equipping Ganyu again. Alhaitham Kirara. Okay, I wanted like a full team, but sure. Sure. Let's try Alhaitham Kirara. What do we do for the last slot? Let's just do this. We'll try a low investment Alhaitham team. lowish investment. I do have Jade Cutter on Hytham. It's worth mentioning that. I also think Cave Cautious Suit is on Kirara right now. So, lowish. But the build is definitely not ideal, I would say. So it's fine, right? Didn't trigger Fab. Or I didn't... not be a butthole. Didn't do the... whatever. Oh, I did that right time. I don't know. I'm so bad at playing all items. I just don't really want to get better at playing it. Oh my gosh, I didn't... Yep, I didn't trigger sack. How? Oh, man. I should just put a Fab on Xingqiu. I think I have enough leveled up, but... Okay. Ow. Oh my gosh. That one failure to trigger Sack Sword in the first rotation has completely bungled Xingqiu. It wasn't great. I think I could have done that better. You suck my energy. It's fine, I guess, though. Why? I feel like you should not be taking this long to die. Well. Oh, god dang it. Well. Oh well. I'm not gonna have any Chiori damage going here. Which is bad for particles in particular. I am not gonna clear. Oh my gosh. I just don't feel like it. I'm sorry. I already did that team with a team I didn't dislike playing on the first side. I don't know. I could try a more invested item team and be fine, I'm sure. I think I sufficiently showed that it would probably be a little bit of a struggle. I don't feel like forcing myself to play a team I don't want to right now. Anyways, I think the last team I want to test is Mulani for sure. Actually, play Pyro Plunge Dory. She's level 20. Oh, you put /J. I didn't even notice. Mulani's equipped, right? Yeah, Sacrificial Jade, 2-piece, 2-piece. Okay, you should be fine, I think, right? Yeah, you're fine. Sweet. I would really like to get Xiangling configured for solo pyro usage, but boy, is that easier said than done. Yeah, we're just gonna do. We'll do my Dia Emily variant because I prefer that team anyways. But we will put Dia on her full buffing mode for Mulani. And I'm gonna be confused the next time Dia I try to use her and she just doesn't do damage. But it's fine. Oh, Xingqiu was on instructors. That was slightly part of my problem, I think. Maybe. The reason he was on instructors was for hybrid riding, which does make sense for hybrid riding, I assure you. But yeah, oops. I could put her on an EM whatever too, but it doesn't really matter. It technically might matter slightly, but yeah. Alright. Mulani. We use Shallonen? Yeah, we'll use Shallonen, why not? I do have Shallonen C2 activated now. I haven't actually played Mulani with Shallonen C2 yet, I don't think. I think I forgot to test that. But obviously it's going to be a little bit stronger. It's not going to be insane now or anything. It's just some HP. I could actually, wait. I could simulate. Do I have the ability to switch you to a... Yeah, I have this piece, right? So, like, this is what this is the kind of thing I'm gonna have to do. I'm not gonna do this right now. We're just gonna see big Mulani number because why not? But if I want to disable C2 Shallonen for Mulani specifically, think there we go, disable, right? May require changing the build around a little bit because obviously it says more crit rate, less crit damage, which is not ideal for the current build I have. But that's what I gotta do sometimes because Mihoyo will not let me just turn off constellations. Oh well. No, I don't have Linny. Sorry. Mulani, Emily, Dia. All right. And what do we do in a sec? Let's do another Sethos team, honestly, because I like Sethos. And wait, oh frick, how do I make Sethos work on the second side? Ugh. Can I make Sethos work on the second side? I think I could with like a different build with Shepard's team. But let's just not bother changing his build and see what happens. This is... We'll see. We shall see. Full 4-star team versus full 5-star team. Let's go. I do think Sethos needs a different build for an overload team, by the way. But we'll see what happens. Do that.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Look alive! Hi! This will brighten up the place.
What? Really? His butthole? Yeah, I figured that would happen. Oh, what the heck? You didn't die? Excuse me? No, I actually protest that.
Let the mountain's veins boil. A little ambiance. Let's get it on.
Oh, you freaking butthole.
Let's ride.
Oh, wait, where? Oh my god, they're wasting so much time. Yeah, Mulan is such an interesting character with how, like, she interfaces with different enemies that waste her time and, like, reduce her damage output. It's why I think, like, she actually has a little bit more valuable... no, I didn't mean to do it. Frick me. She has a little bit more value to actually being built for ER. Particularly with the Battle Pass weapon. On... Oh god, my brain. I just accidentally... Whatever. It's fine. I scuffed that a little bit, my point. But I do suspect most players will probably struggle to get, like, three of Mulani's hits out. Against the Consecrated Beast because of how they move around and waste your time a little bit. So the value of having enough energy to burst consistently there might be pretty significant, right? Okay, what the heck do I do? Let's do this. Don't suck me. Alright, do that. And see what the frick happens. Honestly, damage is okay. Particularly considering the Thundering Fury build is also not ideal here. Didn't crit. Yeah, I'm not getting my energy back as reliably as I normally would. Ow. Oh god, yeah, I'm really not getting my energy back as reliably as I normally would. That is actually the major problem we're facing. Not his damage. It's just the energy situation.
Space.
I think I needed off-field pyro. I think I needed to put like a Shungling, I guess, instead of. Maybe do I do Shungling instead of Bennett? I think that would work.
Why do they never miss?
Let's try it. We're gonna try it. Let's try it. The Bennett impact. This is gonna reduce his damage a bit too, but again, yeah, whatever. We'll see what happens. This will be like official into Shungling. Actually, no, it'll be official into like Shiver's Burst to get the first overload, and then we can just basically permanently do hold skill from that point on. And then yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll try that. Why not? And then we'll see. We'll do, that's fine. We'll do more Mulan-y things. Okay.
Reconstitute. Hi, this will brighten up the place.
Not do that.
Let's ride.
We might get the full damage out this time. Nope. Oh, it just barely missed me. Oh, you butthole. Dang it, man. I almost got the ideal situation there. Just let Emily kill it. But we're not. We're not.
Off we go.
Alright.
A little ambiance.
That first.
Let's get it
No,
on.
you butthole. Alright. Good. Alright, good. Ah, no! No, Mulani. Oh man, I honestly enjoy Mulani for situations like that. Like that happened, I understand why that happened. It's because the enemy was up in the air. It jumped. And it just was like terrible timing. Oh man. But it's something I find personally engaging about playing Mulani. I think they have kind of, I believe, fixed some problems that she had before, right? Wherein like she would miss at times where it just definitely didn't make sense for her to miss. That was a time where, you know, I can't lie, it technically made sense for her to miss. It was just really unfortunate timing. Yes, we got the third one. Oh, but it didn't have Burning going because he went out of the frickin' circle. God dang it. I didn't get vapes. No, it was so close to perfect. All right, now I'm stubborn. I wanna try to optimize this down. Because it is actually fun. I don't know. I enjoy playing Mulani and getting her to work. If he didn't jump out of the frickin' circle, that would have been parade. Okay, I didn't get one buff. Something. Oh, dude, what? I didn't drink a burning. What? Sack on Dia? I mean, yes, but no, because like that wouldn't have helped there. I would have had to cancel Mulani's skill. Right?
A little ambiance. Let's get it on.
Where are you? Oh my god. Really? No. This is not gonna be ideal. Yup. Oh my god. Alright, no. This is an interesting one. Yeah, I have C2 Dia, yes.
Need a surfboard? This will brighten up the place. Look alive.
Ah, you butthole.
Let's ride.
Here. Good. Hey. Yeah, we did it. Alright, anyway, burst. Yeah, one. Oh, well, okay. Didn't even need to burst because Emily actually got it that time. There we go. What? Bro. There, okay, good. He has his Hydro.
Neutralize. Buckle up.
Oh, I almost picked up the lead by accident. Stop running away. Well, you know. Yep. So, circle impact problems here, but, oh, and also
A little ambiance.
ending rotation early problems here. Again, that was again a situation I think if I had the burst I would have been fine and could have cleared meaningfully faster. Alright, how the frick is this gonna work? Do this. Do this. Let me do it. I actually didn't want that out of there. We're just gonna do this. Actually, wait. We need to actually be near you. It works better. Yeah, it definitely works better. Yep. There we go. Do that. Do that. This is maybe one of the most scuffed Shivers teams I could possibly conceive of, quite frankly. What am I doing? Please die. Ow. Oh, well, that was wasted particles. That's actually really bad. No, it's fine because I actually shown the results, so it's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Can we do this? Ow. I need to do you. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sethos jank Shivers overload. Yeah. Oh, I picked up the leaf on Dia by accident. Oh. Yep, I figured that would happen. Oh, I did that early. God dang it. Oh my... Really? Whatever. Oh my god. I mean, Mulan is on a 2-piece build with, Sacrificial Jade. Damage. Yeah, Mulani's AoE potential. Front-loaded AoE potential is so high. I don't know. She's a very engaging character to play, I find. Okay. Official and that. Do this. Do this. Alright, this. Ow. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I think I did like it decently. Oh my god. I think I did decently initially. And then I struggled a little bit, but it's fine. I think using Shungling for the shield phase might have been a mistake, but you know. officially going. Okay, I think I could have played this better and we could have been cleared for sure by that point. But I did not play it better, so we did not. Yeah, that's my vote. I don't want to use. Oh, I think I have to use Shungling probably. No, I don't have to. I don't have to. We don't need to use Shungling. We don't have to. We don't have to use Shungling. No, no. Told you. Told you. Told you. It's perfect. There's flawless play there. Absolutely flawless. 90% scuffed, to be honest, but still 100% cleared. Let's see if we kill these enemies in one rotation. And you can't tell bad power on them. Just going to hope they do. Yup. Not too surprising. I didn't hold scale. I also should have shown in there. Oh, I guess we'll do it again. Magic of Mualani. Oh, no, I do need to crystallize. Magic of Mualani front loaded damages. I didn't get the lead. There we go, got the lead. Can I get another one? No, that's fine. No. Do Goba. And do this. Alright, and then we do that. Yep, there we go. Okay. Okay, and then we do normal attacks. We can do this. And do that. That's okay. We're getting through it. I do kind of, we do have energy. Okay. Do that. This. Stop running away. Wait, you're gonna do it? You're doing that attack. I see. Nope. Avoid that. I don't think I've... Ooh. That's good. We're all so close. Can we get under 8 minutes? We might still be able to get under 8 minutes. Ew. I don't know if that was under 8 minutes or not. It was right on the line, I think. Hey, Jank set those Chevrolet would set those not on an ideal build at all for that. It worked. Did I need to use a strong Mualani team in the first side? Yes. But it's fine. Mualani do be strong, and I think that's the benefit of playing some strong teams, is like you can do a weird fun team that you just want to play. That's what I like doing. Anyways, I think that's most of the things that I was immediately interested in testing this Abyss. I think this is a fun Abyss. This is a fun Abyss to play around with. It remains to be seen what the significance of the HP scaling increase will have. I am fine with it, personally. I am fine with it right now. I think it has the ability to make more Abysses more fun if Mihoyo has more freedom to have enemies that would have just like kind of died too quickly before. And it's not like the increase from 250% to 350% scaling made it so the meta trails are super tanky or anything, right? But I don't know. Like what matters is the overall HP pool more than just the base scaling. But I suspect the overall HP pool will increase over time. So the Abyss's base HP scaling went from like this Abyss went from like 250% HP scaling to 350%. So like the same enemies, like if you were fighting this plungy boss in this Abyss cycle versus like the previous Abyss cycles when it was level 98 at the same level, the level of the enemy also increases their base HP. Like it is more tanky now, right? It is what it means. So, yeah. Anyways, that's for sure a good change. No, it's potentially a bad change because it potentially means that they're going to make more abysses worse, like have a higher DPS threshold for clearing the rewards, right? Which the higher DPS threshold there is in Abyss, the less easy it is to do things like teams like Sethos, right? Or like the less optimal, the less meta teams, right? The less you can just use your favorite characters and still clear the game's content, the more they without super high investment, right? The more they increase the threshold. So like, no, I don't think this individual Abyss was hard. I think it was actually pretty well designed, fun Abyss cycle. I actually quite like it, but the increased HP scaling at a baseline, assuming they choose to stick with that in future Abyss cycles, might mean it is meaningfully harder to clear. But we'll see. Yes, it can mean fewer ways. Yeah, it is not as simple. There is much more nuance to like how hard an Abyss is than the total HP pools. There's the number of waves, what enemies they are, what shields, what elemental checks there are, etc., right? So, anyways. You just disabled the Ruin Drakes in Chamber 3 using Shallona's charge attack? That's interesting. Does her charge attack have... Wait, was it her normal charge attack? Because you can't do a charge attack in this, right? Get out of the Night's Soul. Alright, you can do that. Maybe is the vertical hitbox just enough to whack its eyeball or whatever? It's really funny if so. Anyways. But yeah. This Abyss cycle was enjoyable. I did not mind it. So yeah. Yeah, no Abyss is hard for meta units. I agree. Right. And it's why I tend towards, if I am using strong characters, I tend towards doing some kind of worse team on the other side kind of thing. Just because I want to use Sethos kind of thing. But it's like, okay, how do we make Sethos work against a bunch of Geo shields? Could I have possibly just used a normal aggravate team and succeeded still? Yeah, probably, maybe. I don't know. I don't know for sure how much of a problem the Geo shields would have posed in a normal aggravate team, right? Against the plunge boss, I could have just plunged on Kirara for a little bit to get to the shield, right, and been fine. I think the first chamber would have been fine, probably easier with a normal aggravate team, right? So, yeah. Anyways, are you able to clear the current Abyss with 4 stars only? I don't know. It's not something I've ever focused on. Like, I don't hyper invest in that many 4 stars, right? So like my Xingqiu, my Xiangling is fine. She's decent. Like from what you just saw, obviously I've invested a lot in Fischl. I do like Sethos. Like, the most compelling way I could do 4-star only clears would be with like a Shivers team on one side, right? And then probably, I don't know. Like, I do think I probably could if I workshopped it for a bit. Particularly, and this was like one of the reasons I actually want to level up Gaming, is to try stuff like that more. Because I could, I'm pretty confident I could clear with 4 stars only with, where is he? Oh, why is he not, he's level 20. Like a Gaming Shivers team, or a Gaming Vape team, or a Gaming Melt team, actually. Like, Gaming actually has a good set of options for different ways to make him deal pretty meaningful damage, right? Because I can do like Bennett, Melt, Diona, right? I could do Bennett, Diona, Rosaria, Gaming, right? On whatever side, probably the first side, but and then do a Shivers team on the first side, right? Maybe not with Sethos, but maybe with someone else instead of Sethos. I don't know. But, some kind of configuration of a Gaming team, and I think a Shivers team would be the most easy way for me to clear most Abyss cycles with 4-star only teams. Other potential routes I have is, I don't know, I could try to utilize C6 Fire Zone, but it feels like a little bit weird to utilize C6 Farazan and try to do things. But I don't know. With C6 Farazan plus Hazo plus Official plus... How the heck do I put in the last slot? I don't even know. Maybe a Dendro unit just to have aggravates going, right? Yao Yao or whatever, right? Like, I do think there is potential options. I haven't tried Hazo meaningfully with C6 Farazan, but C6 Farazan is just like, it's not like my preference to use C6 Farazan to clear. And if I want to have like higher skill options, there is different Sucrose things I can do to min-max team DPS, but like doing something like Sucrose, Xingqiu, Xiangling, right, getting like double swirls with Global Swirls could be obviously compelling, but it ideally would require more investment into Xingqiu kind of thing. So anyways, I definitely think I can with the characters in my account. I just gotta like level up some more 4 stars. But I don't think I'm gonna try it right now at this moment. Problem is I love theater but don't have a lot of characters you invested in. Yep. That is the problem with theater. I mean, that is the number one problem theater has, is it's just an arbitrary roster check, right? Like they should just let you use non-leveled characters at the very least, because it's already a problem to, like you're mentioning, it's already a problem to potentially just get the characters in the first place, but it's also a problem to have to actually level them up. And it just, I don't know. I think the vast majority of people clearing theater are accounts like mine, clearing theater fully. Accounts like mine that have enough characters leveled already to just kind of challenge basically every theater. But, you know, I don't bother going through and trying to equip every single one of my 24 characters that I select for theater. Is nonsense. So, yeah. Anyways. Shivers C6 is 5-star level broken. I don't agree. But, like, if you're trying to make the argument that, like, using Shivers C6 for 4-star only clears is the same as using Farazan C6. No, in my opinion, because Shivers does most of her important buffing pre-C6. Her C6 is a significant upgrade, and it would make it easier to clear with 4-star only clears. But it's not like a Shivers team is unusable pre-C6, right? Whereas, like, utilizing Farazan to try to clear with 4 stars only, potentially. Like, Farazan C6, she's a different character. Whereas, like, Shivers C6 is just, like, she does some more buffing. That's significant. It might be the difference between clearing easily or not, but I don't think it's usually going to be the difference between being able to clear at all most of the time. And I can make things more comfortable too because of the team-wide heal. It's a good constellation, but yeah. And also I was able to get it without spending money, so, you know, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if it's obvious, but like my strategy through most of these tiers has been like the characters I was the most interested in, I didn't spend money for them. But yeah, I tend to spend money on the characters I'm less interested in. Anyways, Shilonen was an example of a character I probably wouldn't have received if I didn't spend money, right? Realistically, or I don't know, I might have, because I would have had resources that I didn't like use. I definitely spent a bunch of wishes that I probably wouldn't have, right? Because like I wouldn't have Kinich, I would have gotten C0 Shilonen basically without having to spend any money, and then would have had like, I wouldn't have done like the stupid I'll hate them wishes. That would have been like another potential pity. I potentially would have been able to get C2 Shilonen without spending money, actually. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, C6 Shivers, I don't know. I was able to get without spending money, other than like Welkins. Welkins obviously were a factor, but that's, yeah. Anyways, why is Farazan good? I thought she's a weak support. She is good at C6 because she actually buffs a lot at C6 and adapts to multiple waves really easily. She gives Animo Red Shred and Animo crit damage at C6 and can deal a meaningful amount of her own off-field damage with an invested build. She deals like pretty significant because this triggers her skill damage. That's what the pressurized collapse is, it's her skill damage. And yeah, she just becomes a meaningfully stronger buffer, and notably that skill damage gives her energy particles, so she doesn't have 300% ER needs. She just has like normal ER needs, and you can use her on a 4-piece tenacity build, so she can do some buffing. You can't do that pre C6, so like yeah. She's a different character, C6 or not. Pre C6, she's kind of, you could do it, yeah, on field. You can do things as far as on pre C6, but it's not the same exact things. You can do on field shenanigans for sure, yes. But anyways, 4 stars next time I list a level. Rosaria, Amber. Amber is technically probably first because I want to make an Amber video soon here because I got C4 Amber. Lisa, both because of C2 Shalonen and because I will get C4 Lisa in November, so in a couple weeks. Rosaria, because I just want to do stuff with Rosaria. Crit buff, melt things, you know, supportive utility for Gaming. So Rosaria, Lisa, Gaming, Amber. But Amber is literally just like level her to 80 and then we're good. Obviously, these two will take a little bit more resources. As you can see, I've been working a little bit on Rosaria over time. If Shenhe ever reruns Charlotte, I've had these materials for a while. I will do Charlotte's Final Ascension. If Shenhe ever reruns. Yeah. C1 Hu Tao still worth it when you have Cloud Retainer? I mean, if you're only playing the plunge Cloud Retainer team for Hu Tao, then Hu Tao C1 is not worth it. Definitely not. Because you don't really, like, I don't know, it does save you a little bit of stamina, I guess. I don't think it does anything meaningful, right? With a plunge Cloud Retainer, though. With doing plunge Hu Tao with Cloud Retainer. Charlotte is never going to rerun. Oh yeah, I forgot Charlotte herself hasn't had a rerun, but I did get Charlotte C6 already, so I don't need Charlotte Constellations, but yeah. I mean, to be clear, her Constellations aren't very good. I mean, it's one of the makes her tiny bit more healing. Tiny bit more healing, tiny bit more damage. Energy refunding, so C4 is probably her most relevant constellation. She do be yeah, we 80 energy costs, yay. And then C6 is additional cryo application with coordinated attacks, which is interesting, but it's once every 6 seconds. So yeah. Damn, didn't have to flex on us. I mean, I went hard into Freena's banner. I had like 50,000 Prima Gems when Freena's banner started. I didn't do much wishing between Baiju banner and Freena banner. I saved a guarantee that I end up using on Nubilat, which was fine. I don't know. I'm glad to have him as an option, I guess. I liked him for a while, and then, you know, I didn't really have to spend many Prima Gems because I just had that guarantee that I saved all the way. The Nubilat banner, and then had all the rest of the Prima Gems for Freena, and I think I won like 2 50/50s on Freena, and then lost one. I think the C2 or C1 had to be, it was double pity, you know, so 150 wishes to get one of them, but it was a fairly average amount of pulls for Freena C2, but I got it without having to do any top-ups or whatever. And I got C6 Charlotte with that, so yeah. Anyways, yep. Anyways, what we need to, what do I need to do? I need to, you need to close your eyes. Okay, good job. I'm glad you closed your eyes. Don't res and refresh, it's bad. The reason I'm res and refreshing is because I freaking need resources. I have too many things I want to level. Like, oh boy, I just, yeah. I think I need a break from pulling for characters for a bit so I can actually like work on some things I want to work on. Anyways. Let's go. I'm stream for 3.5 hours. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream I think after I finish my farmings. As much as I would like to farm artifacts, I think I need to farm. What is my heroes with shit situation? 1400 of these and 30 of these. Oh yeah, I got some from Abyss. Well, that is enough to take Kaching to 90, I think. I might leave Kaching level 87 too, though. I think I'm gonna spend today's resin on Mora, although in hindsight, I actually maybe should have spent it on Amber or Kaching, because I still need their materials. But I think I have like the 1400 here, the 1400 red things I have is enough to get Kaching leveled up, and that's the main unit I need to level for the C2 Chalonin video. Like my priorities right now are Chiori video. I have finished with Chiori yesterday. Amber video need to make before the month is up, which means like probably not this week, but probably next week. And I need to farm a little bit for her final ascension. Yeah, so I think this week is mostly just more on Heroes Wits, basically.
Here comes
Right now, right here.
This is, well... You know, fun.
Alright, let's finish this fast. That was quick. I am cutting edge of fashion.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to map out here maybe later today after the stream exactly what I want to spend my resin on. It's a pain in the butt now. But I think Mora is a safe bet here because I'm probably gonna need it for today, at least. Figure out what I'm doing tomorrow as far as like if I need to. I don't need to spend that many. Like I need to spend what is it? This is if I get 1 4 drop, I only need to spend 160 resin, right, on this. So and that's gonna be fun. You know, it's just our final ascension, and then Amber. Actually, I got 3 of these from Sin Yan's birthday gift. So Amber is literally just 3 or 4 runs, probably 4. Into the thing. I think I have plenty of these. Oh, I don't have many of them. Where'd they all go? Jesus. Well, I have enough to level her, ascend her, as it's fine. I think she has attack percent ascension, by the way, so it's definitely not that significant, but I will level her to 80 at least for the video. Yeah. Anyways, put Kachina back here.
I can't wait
What?
any
I
longer.
misclicked on to Xiangling when I scrolled down.
Oh, yay! Okay,
Let's
let's
do-
go.
You know, I'm gonna leave this team active because I need a reminder. Wait, I don't really want to use this team for Overworld. Never mind, I'm gonna leave this team active.
If you really like standing around like this, then
No, what I want Charlotte. Ah, frick me. Okay, well,
we'll decide.
back to this team. Actually, you know what? Let's use this team for Overworld. Build up a little bit of, I don't know, friendship XP on Mulaney or something. Yeah, she's level 8.
All right. All right, let's finish this fast.
No, not thinking. Yep. Well, whatever. Oh, Dia's on her freaking buffing build, I guess, which is fine for this team, but for Overworld, I prefer Dia on her DPS build still. I need to do more damage on Mulaney for Overworld. I wish you could dash on walls with Chalonin. If I had one complaint about her exploration utility, it would be that. Shoot. Oh.
Let's get it on. Extract. Let's ride.
Trigger bait, whatever. Seems to be fine.
A little ambiance.
You can dash on walls, you can.
Bring it.
Swen, I could have sworn I... What? I do be right clicking. I do be right clicking. She not dashing. Space. Why is it spacebar? Why would they map that to spacebar? Okay, like okay, I get not like I don't stare at the bottom right of my freaking screen, yo. Like, why is it spacebar? Because that's so stupid. It should be the dash input. Okay, whatever. Anyways, it's there. That's cool. That's a cool thing. Nice. Thanks for teaching me something new, I guess. But like, why is it on spacebar? It's not a dash technically. It's because they put it in as a jump, and it's silly. Because she's running on walls. It's intuitive for me that you would do dash, not a jump. But I get that they did that to replace the normal jump ability with her fancy jump ability. I get it. But I think it would have been made more sense to do as a dash. Because of what she visually looks like when she is doing her thing. She can fly too if you double jump? Wait, what do you mean she can fly? We are not close to a wall anymore. And we are out. No, we have one more resin. Yeah, I've heard you can somehow make her Night Soul last infinitely, but I have no idea. I have no idea how to do it. Well, that was not flying. I'm getting FOMO because of the exploration abilities. I mean, I think Shalonen's is the only one that's extremely desirable. I know, like, I think I've seen some people say they like Kenichi's more. Kenichi's is a little bit more unique because like there are other climbing abilities in the game, but like I think Kachina's and that was funny. The little missile was just like orbiting around the dead enemy.
Door's over.
I think Kachina's and did I say Chiori's? I meant to say Kirara's climbing ability are bad and not worth using most of the time. Like, they're so rarely relevant. Whereas, like, I would always prefer to climb with Shalonen now, right? So, I don't know. Like, take it that way you will. Plus, she can be a healer for your team, and I do like having healer abilities, because, like, she's a more universal slot-in unit to slot into different teams in your overworld. Compared to Kenichi, where, like, you know, you might want to... Kenichi would influence the other teammates you have a lot more significantly, but... Obviously, you can do all kinds of more jank things for overworlds, so it doesn't matter that much. But I am much more inclined to leave Shalone in my party for exploration utility than Kenichi. Kenichi has, like, situational utility where I'll switch to him for, like, his grapple. And he's, like, cool to have. But, like, Shalone is like, oh boy, I would not want to lose the ability to do this. Right. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, especially when Hoyoverse right now is banning Mob Weekly leaks. There's no actual meaningful leaks about this character. What are they banning? I still think Hoyoverse needs to, like, stop being so antagonistic with leaks. It's a very anti-consumer thing. If you're gonna control leaks, control your own damn leaks from within by better internal company policies that disincentivize people from leaking, right? Like, control your damn employees better, not punish people who are simply, like, talking about things, right? Like, I don't know, like, I don't think they would win in court for some of their takedowns that they're doing for league content, basically. But obviously, legal systems are for people with, or taking people to court is for people with money. So, you know, and the people they're suing, or not suing, but the people MiHoYo are taking down content of, is people who they probably already took the money from. The money that the people would have to go to court against MiHoYo was probably already given to MiHoYo. Let's be real. So, you know, it would be nice if MiHoYo is a little bit less antagonistic, because quite frankly, I think looking at leaks is really important. And them using scare tactics to, like, prevent content creators and whatever from even talking about things is super not cool, because information about upcoming patches is very important for people to be able to, like, make decisions on, in order to be like, do I wish for Constellation, or do I save for Mavuiga? Do I save for Chaska? Right? They don't want you to know things ahead of time, because they just want you to live in the moment of not actually thinking about planning things. They want you to make impulse decisions on wishing on any given banner. Right. But anyways, because that can make them meaningfully more money. That's why they do that, and why they don't want people seeing things from their future versions. Anyways, I think that's the stream. I have events I could do or questing, but I actually want to go record. I'm going to take a bit of a break, and then I'm going to spend a lot of the day recording the next account fixing video, which will hopefully be out this weekend. So, and that's probably going to be multiple days of recording. So, yeah. It's going to be an interesting one, but anyways. Yep. New Abyss is good. I like it. That's kind of it. Can I review your Farina? I will probably do a unit review stream probably on Sunday. Probably. I decided to skip doing one this week because I just wasn't in the mood. So, anyways. It is 3 p.m. right now for me, so, you know, I've still got plenty of time to work, basically. Which is basically what account fixing is. It's just work. Yay. Bye-bye.